Sarah beat me! I beat you! Sarah beat me!
That's unheard of. Look at this.
Wow.
What happened?
That speed boost.
We got an MX Lip in the house in the chat already. Awesome.
Nice, because I got extra ninja speed this week.
Yeah. Jeez.
I'm shook!
Well, we are happy. We are really happy tonight.
Sarah.
We are happy to have Sarah back. She
Sarah,
is back,
high five.
and she is better than ever already. As soon as
Yeah.
we go live, she wins the initiative. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to episode 8 of Kindred List, right here on Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for the evening. Before we get started tonight, we'd like to thank some of our supporters and sponsors. We'd like to thank Twitch, Streamlabs, Team MZ, Many Sided Dice, and our good friends over at Little Dragon Corp. Which there's 2 links in the chat. As they came in, it was like. It's kind of like, whoa, yeah. MX Lip just subscribed, and it's tier 1. Thank you, Lip. We appreciate it.
You lip.
I love you.
But yeah, what was I saying? There's 2 links in the chat. Yeah, that's it. There's,
Yeah, 2 links
there's 2 links in the chat.
to
It's kind of like, when you're watching like some kind of NASCAR race and 2 cars are racing to the finish line. It's just like one just barely gets there before the other one. That was good. But you can click on that quick link to check out some of Little Dragon Corp stuff. And if you use the coupon code PROBONUS during checkout, you'll get 10% off of your order just because you're hanging out here with us. So go ahead and do that. It's really cool. I do have. Oh, we're getting bits thrown at us from Lip.
Lip, nice. Thank you, Lip.
We appreciate it. Speaking of Lip, because he's in the chat right now, I have a special announcement for everybody. So on this coming Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Lip is going to be a game master on Proficiency Bonus. And he's going to be running a special session of the game Tales from the Loop, in which he's put together a cast of characters. I didn't know if Lip wanted me to give all this information out, but I'm going to do it anyway. Sorry, Lip. Lip, here's the deal. You can do what you want to do when you're hosting the stream. I'll do what I want to do when I'm hosting. So, some of our players are myself. I will be a player on the game. It will be exciting. I get to sit in a player's seat. It's so much fun. We have our good friend Derek from Fabled Whispers. And Delvin Dash, he's going to be playing in this game. We've got our friend Eric, who's going to be playing in this game. Kristy, does he do any streaming, or is he in any stream games?
He does not.
Okay, yeah, so...
He does not. He is our DM on Sundays, and it's all offline. He's been DMing me and Lip and Ani as well for about 3.
Ooh.
So it's...
Didn't you jump in as a guest?
Just as long as...
streams?
I think he stepped
he
in as
has
a guest
been a
on
guest
Mystic Hour, maybe.
For Mystic Hour, and also in Victoria's one-shot. She ran a one-shot ages
Yeah.
and he jumped in.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, he was...
Offline streamer.
Yeah.
That's what Lip says.
Offline streamer,
Online stream.
yeah.
IRL.
So our good friend
IRL.
Eric is going to be jumping in as a player, and also our good friend Winston Pope from over at 20 Sides of Every Story.
Oh, hey.
So
wow.
Winston's going to be jumping in, and he's going to be a part of that stream. So we're going to be streaming before the Wednesday crew, so we'll have double the streaming goodness for you on Wednesday. So it'll be fantastic. Awesome. So I'm excited. I'm not gonna tell him what kind of character I'm playing or what kind of characters everybody else is playing. You'll have to tune in to find out, because that would be exciting. And
No, you said that's 3 p.m. Is that Central or Eastern?
3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
Eastern time. And my last special announcement, is tomorrow, Saturday, May 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, we will have the first run through of Star Wars Force and Destiny right here on the channel. So of course I've got Kristy and MG are going to be joining us for that, so you'll want to tune in for that. We also got 2 others. We also got Derek once again because he's a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
So we got Derek coming on board. He's going to be playing an interesting character. And we got our friend, the game master himself, Lip, is going to be joining us in that as well. So it's going to be great. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
sounds
Surprised to
great.
be sure, but a welcome one.
That's it. It's a whole new system, so we're going to be learning the new system as we go. Kind of what we did with this whole D&D 5th edition thing 3 years ago. So that I think is all my announcements that I need to make. Quick recap from last week. Lachlan discovered that they were famous, and there were several news articles about this wonderful crew we have. Lachlan had a bunch of fan mail. Somehow, a bunch of people got his address, and we're sending him fan mail. The rest of the group, especially Molfin and Callista, were not too pleased about this, and thought that they needed to take a visit to the Waterdeep Gazette. And I cannot forget the beginning of that episode. Lachlan visited the City of the Dead, where he shared a moment by Anastasius's grave. I almost said Asmodeus's grave, and that would have been really weird.
That is
Plot
different.
twist.
That's a little further down the storyline.
Shared a moment there and made his way. Later on, they discovered one of Lachlan's old buddies, Folin, was being beat up in an alleyway. They approached. Diana fireballed basically all of them, almost killing them. Lachlan put them to sleep. The guard came by to inspect what was going on. Diana quickly used her zone of truth to her advantage, and they were able to get out of any conflict with the City Watch, but just by the skin of their teeth. And Lachlan also found out from Folin that it seems that his good buddy Tren, from way back in their old Waterdeep days,
And
seems to have ratted them out
my beautiful, beautiful boy, Trent.
to the Xanathar's
He's so
The
Guild.
love of Ashland's life.
I know.
For all like 15 minutes, but hey, still.
I know.
So we're gonna
It's not my fault he's so good looking.
So we're gonna start tonight. Ashlyn, you have woken up from a much needed long rest.
Mm.
You've made your way downstairs to get a cold drink of water and then climb back up into your tower. And you are sitting basically, legs crossed, with kind of what would be the equivalent piece of furniture is like a coffee table. And the sword, the legacy blade, is just resting on that table in front of you. You're just slowly sipping some of this water as you look towards the blade.
I yell out to the house, Mom, Dad, Callista, Diana, Lachlan, Uncle Morphin, anyone?
You hear nothing.
Spider Dad? No one?
Spider Dad.
Well, that's weird. Guess I could just pull up my saber, and I'm gonna jump on the table and just go, yeah. Just start playing with my sword.
As you're doing that, you stop for a second as you notice there is an ethereal image, that same image that you saw when you first took the blade within the chamber of the monastery. And this elven female, barely a teenager, looking up at you as you're standing there. She seems to be standing on the floor, this clear blue glow cascading from her.
I get off the table.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Well, yes. Sorry. Should I not be? I'm not really. I'm new to this.
That's fine.
Okay.
You did good.
Aw, thank you.
But our work is not done.
I know. Got a whole list of work.
What will you do now?
Probably eat something and then let me get changed. It's been a little while. Probably go find the crew. Yep, those seem like good goals.
Those are great short-term goals. Why do I sense that you keep pushing the long ones, the long-term goals, into the distance and off to the wayside, Ashlyn?
That's a very good question we could talk about over brunch. Ethereal figure.
You do realize that you don't need to even speak these to me.
Oh, wow. Well, that's awkward.
When I chose you as my champion, we've become linked. Your thoughts, your feelings. You can't stop them, Ashlyn. Stop trying. It's not going to work, my dear.
Okay. That hurt a little. Alright.
Your stomach is growling.
I know. Do you know if there's any food around here? I guess you wouldn't know your sword. But you are a very smart sword. So I'm gonna listen to you.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of
Try the
that
pantry? Perhaps?
Nothing in the pantry. We haven't been here in like a while, so maybe I should just saunter into Waterdeep. It's my new blade by my side.
She looks at you. Is that a good idea?
Probably not. I don't know where I should saunter. Should I leave you home? I feel like that's a bit worse idea.
You are my wielder. I leave it up to you.
No, I'll take you. You're pretty cool.
Fair enough. And you watch as that ethereal figure just kind of like fades away.
That was weird. I don't know if she'll be doing that all day. Oh, she can hear me.
Yes, I can.
What a wonderful conversation that was. I'm so glad we had it.
And we'll have many more.
Hey.
Find the pantry. Ashlyn, you going to find the pantry then?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the pantry.
Alright, so you head to the pantry. As you're walking towards the pantry from the living room, a little bit of motion catches your eye. But this may not happen because I don't really remember what you guys did with it. The egg that you got from Taz. Is it still sitting by the fireplace?
That's yeah. We had it, yeah.
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 You sense motion and you turn and look. That egg is starting to move.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm not ready to be mother. I'm not ready to be mother. There are two.
Yeah, there are two.
There are two. One of them is moving.
Oh no! I hope that's
my
Diana's.
God.
I'm not ready to be mommy. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god!
I
Where's
almost forgot
Diana?
about those.
Where's Diana? I don't want to be here for this. Well, we need a Callista because she can like nature this thing. And Diana's the mommy. Uncle Muffin will be there to watch, and Lachlan can be the like guy. Yeah, that'll work. I gotta go find everyone.
Okay. So are you leaving the house and headed to Waterdeep?
Running to Waterdeep. I'm like, can't miss the baby birth. Can't miss the baby birth.
It's like the Flash.
Yeah.
Now the house is on fire. Thanks, Ashley.
A cloud of smoke just billowing behind her as she runs towards Waterdeep. You guys are beginning to head through Waterdeep now south. I'm going to shift ping you to the location of the Waterdeep Gazette. Do you guys see where the water... Oh, I moved it accidentally. It was somewhere around in there.
That hasn't happened yet. Molfen hasn't thrown it off the city yet.
Here, I'm going to put it on the map layer so I don't do that again. Well, no,
Okay.
it got rid of the token stuff, though, when I did that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll fix it. I'll just put it back. Here we go. There, we'll just put it back on the token layer, and I'll just have to
There we
be
go.
more careful. Be more careful, Michael. So the Waterdeep Gazette is down in kind of like the middle area of the trades ward. And by asking around a little bit, you guys get people pointing to you. And I'm going to retcon something from last week. Last time I
Okay.
said that you guys didn't see who the article was written by. But most people who write articles want to get the credit for the article that they wrote. So they would not leave it as anonymous. So this article was written by an individual named Dallas Rumor Mill.
Okay.
That's interesting.
And there is information at the end. It has a little sketched picture of him. He looks like a stout, curly-haired halfling. From his image. And it says he's been with the Gazette for, probably would be roughly a year and a half.
Okay, so would we know who wrote the article on the flip side about Molfen?
It's not so much an article as it's a wanted poster. So
It's
there's
literally just a wanted poster.
yeah, it's basically this individual is wanted by the Lord's Alliance. So that is not like it's not wanted by the Waterdeep city officials. It's wanted by the Lord's Alliance. That's like being a
Federal criminal, not a state.
yes. You are a federal criminal, not a state criminal.
Huh. Do we at least know who drew the offensive caricature of Molfen?
I did not think of that. Let me.
Do police sketch artists put their name out there too? Or?
There is an artist for this.
Mm-hmm.
Its name is It's because I haven't figured it out yet. Her name is Sarah Riverwalker.
Sarah Walker. That's a nice name for an artist. Can I say that while we were walking to the Waterdeep Gazette, Diana, feeling immensely guilty over the fact that she almost killed 3 people, forgetting her own strength, gave like 50 gold to some poor, filthy child.
It sounds like
just giving back to the community.
Oh my god, thank you, and then runs off like skipping with glee.
Yeah. I'm Diana. I'm a good person. I do good things like that.
Yeah, lady, you're a real good person. Just runs off.
Tell your friends.
Go for the fire.
Don't look in that alley. There might be some blood in there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Torch marks.
Let us just
Smells like a hot dog.
Here with these people.
Oh.
As Diana finishes up doing that, you see a figure running full speed at you. And you see a cloud of dust behind her as Ashlyn is quickly approaching. And then you hear Riled go, "Oh shit."
Oh shit!
Because he looks like Ashlyn right now.
That's your.
This is awkward. Oh no! Oh no!
He's Dashlin.
Or we're twins, perhaps?
Sure.
This just really got awkward.
Do I notice the other Ashlyn?
Yeah, there's you standing
by.
there with the group. You don't see Molfen. You see some weird halfling that's kind of wearing like this long coat, green coat, has like a chain that goes to like a what would be a pocket watch in the pocket. And he's got a pipe kind of hanging out of his mouth, and he's got more like a plaid Sherlock Holmes hat.
Cute.
Dear stalker. I immediately go into an offensive position and I go, "That's my doppelganger, guys. Don't believe anything she says."
Ashlyn, it's my dad. It's Riled. Molphin did his magic.
Oh,
It's a.
where's Muffin?
I point to the halfling.
The halfling turns the other direction like he's expecting somebody to be beside him.
Well, that's weird. Okay, I guess I'll show up later. Why why did you pick me? Oh, well, I guess I'm ridiculously good looking. So that's easy.
I didn't choose. It was bestowed upon me.
Oh, well then you're lucky. Hey, Diana, the baby's hatching.
What baby? What?
The baby
What do
by the
you-
fire. The Drake baby. The baby. The
Oh,
baby.
I forgot about those things.
How
Wait,
could you
it's-
forget about your baby?
Well, you know what? It's been incubating a long time, and I'm not exactly the one carrying it. So,
Not that attitude. Okay.
You're right, Ashley. I should have just kept it in my shirt this whole time.
Weirder things. Could have kept it on your face. Like,
I could. I gotta go. I'm having a child. I gotta go.
Okay.
But good luck. Thanks. Bye. I go follow Ashlyn.
Riled kind of looks at you, Callista. Do you think I should go with her?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, go with Ashlyn and.
It probably
Diana.
wouldn't hurt to have someone of an arcane nature given those beasts.
Right, and I trust the two of them to keep you safe. So yeah.
can we do that mind thing where we all link up?
We can. It will take 10 minutes, though.
Do we have 10 minutes? Do you think maybe we can wait?
10 minutes.
I pull up the newspaper and start reading. Yeah, I'm good.
And you're right in the middle of the city.
Oh.
Oh. Can we get like a private booth at a tavern or something?
Can we legally have these as pets in this city?
Probably not. That's why we live outside the city, though. So we're
Yes, nice thing we're not residents of the city.
Yeah, we're not residents. Okay. So are we doing the telepathy thing, or?
I
think there's some risk.
Yeah, it's a little bit risk. Okay.
A guard will come by, see Molphin lighting candles.
Probably better that way than not being able to communicate.
Do you
True.
have message prepared, Diana? Just
No. Well, maybe let me review my.
If you're
trying to remember.
referring to the sending spells, I do have it prepared today, but
those stone things that talk to one another.
I do
yes, if
have it
only we had
prepared.
the second one.
I have it
Oh.
prepared.
Okay.
Well,
I was
what if-
prepared today.
how would I? No, I wouldn't know how far along the egg was cracked.
It wasn't cracked when you
Probably.
left.
Was
It
it
was
just
just moving. It
shaking?
was just shifting.
Oh, it was just moving. It's not cracking. It's just moving.
How long do these things take to hatch?
I don't know.
Would I
We
be
didn't-
able to do a nature check to
Uh,
how long approximate stuff?
Like, are we talking
Takes
hours? A 10-day?
go ahead. You can make a nature
month?
check.
Could I
Callista.
make an Arcana check? Is it where it's a magical creature?
You could make an Arcana check, sure.
Can I also make a nature check? I feel like, what kind of irresponsible mother wouldn't read some books on this?
Sure.
I'm gonna make a thing.
Zoss, too, if you could check with me. For some reason, I'm getting some crackle from
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
you.
I'm hearing it as well.
I don't know if
Nice
it's, maybe
roll.
check the cable on your microphone or something like that to make sure it's all good. Because my cable sometimes comes out just a little bit, slice bit, and you have to like adjust it.
Check.
Great roll there.
Yeah,
I didn't even crit.
or Arcana.
I didn't even crit.
Nice.
He
Jeez.
starts
That is
drawing
my
like
check.
the birth canal and the things, the bowl thing, and the
You know,
That's exactly what it's called too.
Molphin probably within his studies, he probably read a little bit about incubation periods for magical creatures. You're probably not gonna get an exact account, but it could take anywhere. It'll probably hatch once it starts moving like this within the next 2 to 3 hours.
Should be
Go back.
next few hours.
Can
How
this
far are we
one?
from our-
What
how
are
far
you
we
doing in
from
the
our
city?
destination? Well, we're going to burn down the local newspaper.
Okay.
That is not what we're doing.
Do
We're
we
gonna go have a conversation with the
That is what we're
person with
doing.
the article. Yeah.
Can we?
And then burn down the newspaper.
We haven't decided that yet.
Some of us haven't decided this yet.
Did
Should
the
we do that-
newspaper release that wanted poster, or did the guards release the wanted poster?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Who's
then
the
I'll go burn
newspaper?
down the guard post. That's
No.
a much wiser idea, don't you
Okay.
think?
Oh,
My
Yes, that's what I
point
thought.
was, could we all go to the house and then come back, or is this like something you guys have to do like immediately to burn down this thing?
I
Like,
thought we'd at least get 10 episodes in before Waterdeep was burnt down.
Yeah. not so much.
How long have we been living here actively? For like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it made it this long.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, it has been a little bit of time.
So I'm gonna go back with Ashlyn. Good luck.
We have a few hours. How far are we from this Gazette? Do we
Oh.
think we'll need hours there?
Oh.
You're pretty much like a couple blocks away. I mean,
oh, okay. In, out,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
going to
just be
jail.
able to hop
Done
in and out
job.
and then head back.
Okay. Let's do the Gazette and then we'll hurry back to the house and prepare for the thing. The ritual.
just-
I'm not really sure. The stork.
I just want mine to be able to imprint on me.
That too. Very important.
I want to be the first thing that it's.
I don't know what babies come from. All right.
Haven't we had this conversation? Do we need to
I
have?
think we did.
I
actually.
don't think it went well.
No.
No, it really didn't.
We should try that like, one more time. After
Okay.
this.
Okay. After this, we should decide where babies come from, and we'll talk about it.
I think it's from kissing.
Oh.
No!
Oh.
No!
Wait a minute. That lad in Goldenfield that ended up going to Nightstone, didn't you kiss him, Ashlyn?
Yes.
Is he having babies right now because of you?
I don't know.
No!
let's not confuse Ashlyn further. That is
Should I message
Ashley
him?
turns over at Lachlan and just starts.
Speaking as a doctor.
okay.
Diana, can you message whatever?
Galvin.
Galvin. I knew it was Gavin, but not Gavin. Galvin. It was Galvin. Not. It was close
Your
to Gavin.
man's Galvin. Yes,
Yeah.
I will message him.
And ask him if he's having babies.
Ashlyn, that's not how that works, honey.
Okay.
I pretend to send a message and I pretend
my
to get
God.
one back.
yes.
And I'm like, yeah, he said no babies because that's
Oh.
not how that works.
Oh, good. Okay. As long as he's
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah, he's totally okay, Ashley.
Okay, good. Glad I don't have to worry
Definitely
about
gonna
it.
have that conversation.
All right. So newspaper.
Newspaper. Let's go to the newspaper.
Okay.
Newspaper.
You guys approach the Waterdeep Gazette. I'm assuming that Diana is staying with you guys now, and also Ryled is also with you as the twin sister of Ashlyn.
I'll put my arm out to see if he'll link arms with me.
Must we do this? Fine,
Don't forget
whatever.
Skip.
And he links. I'm not skipping though.
Oh, can I skip?
You can skip, but this
Okay.
this sunlight is killing me.
Okay.
And you begin to hop next to him as he is just walking along. You guys make your way to the front of the Waterdeep Gazette, which seems to be a rather large stone. Whoa, Mr. Hyde!
Wow.
500
Hey, Mr. Hyde.
skipping. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. As they're skipping to the Waterdeep Gazette, it's a very large 2-story stone building. It seems to be it seems to be really it's a nice place. It seems like there's also like almost like kind of like a warehouse of some sorts, kind of like attached to the back of it. As you guys make your way up, you can see there's a stairwell that leads up to the massive wooden front doors, and it's a very nice sign that says Waterdeep Gazette right across the top with some fancy fancy glass, like a fancy glass, like I can't remember what it's called, but imagine like a half circle glass window kind of above the door, kind of window, and it has the Waterdeep Gazette kind of big sign put up on top of it.
Maybe it's not a rose window. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, like a rose window or something like that. I think it's what it's called.
Oh.
But yeah, it seems like people are just walking in and out, as it's the middle of the daytime, so you assume they're open for business, and people seem to be walking in and out. And crowded streets here in Waterdeep. You guys make your way up the steps.
Yep.
In through like a little foyer that has some benches and some different what would be corkboard pin-up areas where people can pin up different things. You see there are different things, like somebody's offering like sewing lessons, and they have little like ways in which you can reach out and get in touch with them. You see at least 2 massive posters of Molfen stuck to these as you walk inside. Then you go through another set of double doors, and it seems to be an open lobby where you see there's some benches along the
same
side.
artist on both of them?
Yeah, it's the same exact image.
That's right. Okay.
Same exact, yeah. And you make your way, and it seems like there is a desk there in front, and a young woman, appears to be a young human woman, kind of sitting at the desk, rustling through some papers, and just sitting behind a desk. Looks like a common secretary of sorts, doing her job.
Who wants to go first?
Are we gonna do? Can I speak to your manager?
Oh my god!
Am I gonna be Karen? Am I gonna walk up? I need to speak to your manager, please.
I wouldn't mind trying to have a talk with that artist.
All right. So
Don't kill the artist.
I said a talk. And then if you want to speak with the other individual.
I definitely want to speak with whoever found our full names.
Yeah, that too.
Molfin's just going to walk away over to the front desk then and... Yes, I need to speak with Sarah Riverwalker.
Not even looking up to look at you. I'm sorry, you've come to the wrong place. Sarah doesn't work here. She works in Daggerford. She just keeps on going, like rustling through papers. Looks like she's filling out some kind of charts with an ink.
Can I insight check her?
Sure.
What
absolutely.
about what's the Rumor Mill? What was his name?
Dallas Rumor
Dallas
Mill.
Rumor Mill.
Dallas.
What about
Dallas.
Dallas? Is he here?
Yes, what's your business with him? She's not even looking up at you. She's just like looking at her chart, and she's just filling it out.
We are esteemed members of an article that he has previously published in this reputable newspaper.
And she, at that, Ashlyn, she looks up. Oh, I recognize you. Yeah, Dallas wrote quite a piece about all of you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it actually got him promoted from a cubicle into his own office.
Oh, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is he?
Well, if you head down to the left, down the hall, you'll make a right into where the large area of cubicles are located. You'll make another left, and then another right, and then one final left, and you'll see a back hallway. It's the third door on the left. You won't be able to miss it. You'll see his name printed on the glass.
I don't know where I'm going.
Molfin's just going to start walking and pretend like he was paying attention to that at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's his supervisor?
His supervisor.
Yeah, I'm pulling
Karen
this shit.
McCarran.
I'm Karen. Callista is Karen. I will be this bitch.
Ned.
Episode title.
Karen.
His supervisor is Gron Rusk.
Gron Rusk.
Is he in today?
He is not.
When will he be in?
I think he's scheduled to be here tomorrow.
What
I mean, I
time?
can check for sure if you'd like.
Check for sure, please.
She sighs, then turns around and opens like this massive drawer back behind the desk.
I like I've dealt with this customer.
She's like going through all these papers and this. What did I do with it? And she pulls out another paper. She's like looking at it. According to his personal schedule, he's going to be here just after lunch tomorrow, just after high noon. Does that suffice?
Yeah, thanks. And I follow Malfa.
I kind of want to sign a piece of paper on your desk and say, "Here, you'll want this." Because we're famous.
Okay, so you signed just some random piece of paper?
Yeah, so I'll be like, "You're welcome. We're in the paper. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome."
You're welcome.
Takes it and just goes back to her work. You guys begin following Mulfin. Mulfin, do you remember where to go?
Not a clue.
Left, right, left. Down the back thing, and then third on the
So
left.
basically, Molfin is just took that first left and is now just sort of following that left wall, left, right, along that outside wall.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like he's lost in a tunnel.
Muffin, you end up getting to a hallway where you see there are several doors down a long hall. Each one of them has a name. It's kind of like, if you think about like an old like detective movie, how they have like a wooden hallway and you see all these doors and the glass, like Detective Holmes, Detective Watson, Detective blah 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 blah, Detective, you know, on all the doors. But these seem to be authors and the people that work here that are. As you move beyond the cubicles, you could hear the noise of like people working in cubicles in like a large room, but then you move down this hallway to a much more secluded area.
And do I find a door that's got Dallas Rumor Mill's name on it?
Third door on the left, Dallas Rumor Mill's name on it. Door is closed.
I'm just gonna try opening it.
It opens. Yeah. And then behind a desk in there, you see a halfling with a pen quill, and it looks like he's going over. He looks like he's got books and stacks of papers like sitting all over the place. This place looks like a wreck. Like he's got stuff everywhere. He's got a couple chairs. Looks like on the other side of the desk where people, guests and visitors can sit down in. He's got a couple file cabinets along the side. He's got some pictures in the window of looks like a family and other things going on. Everybody can make a perception check for me, please, as you walk in.
Michael, can you also
Lachlan,
tell me the name of that manager?
the manager? Yeah, I wrote it down. Gron, Gron, Rusk, R-U-S-K.
Rusk. Okay.
Lachlan, you have advantage on this check.
Oh,
I also
nice.
have advantage on this check.
Molfin is just walking in and sitting in one of the chairs and sort of
So 20.
leaning back, just not saying a word, just walking in and sitting down. Just looking at him.
Okay. I have a question for all of you. How many of you were with Lachlan or visited Lachlan's house?
I did.
Ashlyn?
I did.
Ashlyn,
I
did
cut
you?
out
Okay.
from the roll 20 for some reason.
Okay. It's yeah, I'm not
Was
sure.
I there?
I genuinely can't remember.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
I did.
I feel like
Cool.
I didn't go in, but I feel like I was like outside his house.
Because I was looking at all the nudie statues.
Yeah.
They look great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's good that you remember
I
that,
wanna
Ashlyn, because
say-
Ashlyn, Lachlan, Molfin, pretty much everybody. Everybody rolled good enough. When you walk in, you notice
I got another.
on his desk there's a sculpture. And it looks exactly like one you saw at Lachlan's parents' house. It looks like it was made by Lachlan's father.
Great taste.
It's like
Patron of the arts.
It's like a nudie halfling. Like stand on it's a miniature one. It only stands about this tall, and it's like a paperweight.
Nice.
Does it have junk?
It does.
Oh my god.
It's halfling, so half junk.
Half the junk.
And we've gone there already.
Yes.
Yes, we have. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Diana's very uncomfortable in this room. She's looking anywhere but at the miniature.
Yeah,
If
I
we
saw
were
that.
you could
he
see
like-
Diana looking
he like-
everywhere, and then everyone's like, "Oh, look, it's a tiny peanut."
Oh, You must be Gregory. You're here for your appointment. I'm so glad that you've been able to make it. I didn't understand you were going to bring all these. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I know you.
You're welcome.
Why, it's you! In the flesh!
Yes, it is.
You don't have that muffin with you, do you?
What would you do?
I would cower and cry.
You might still do that.
For the best. Thank you for bits, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bits for half junk. Yes.
Half the amount of
And
bits.
half the amount of bits. That's perfect, Mr. Hyde. You got it. You know it.
Yeah, we can make you cower.
You're not Gregory, right? I mean, I had an appointment to meet with a Gregory. I've got an interview for another article coming out, hopefully next week's Gazette.
Not Gregory.
Molfen is just gonna hold up his hand, just go, shh. And then gesture back over to Callista.
Okay. Yes, I don't understand. Why am I being shushed in my own office? I'm not sure.
I am curious as to how you all the information you have on us, including information that was not privy to public for as long as we.
I am sorry, I didn't understand it was not privy to public knowledge. Some of it was found in other articles in other cities.
What other city?
Well, I mean, he starts going through some notes, and he pulls out another newspaper. He pulls out another newspaper, and you can see that it says on the top, Daggerford Tribune.
Okay.
Well, this one in the Daggerford Tribune clearly gives a address for one as yourself, a Callista Horncrow of the Horncrows, and it appears to me that they were actually interviewed for the paper. Here, you can see for yourself, and he just hands it to you.
I step away from Callista a little bit in case she explodes.
I take a step closer to Callista,
I
hand on
take
her back,
the
like,
freaking article and I read it, try not to set it on fire.
I am stroking Callista's back soothingly. Like, sit down. It's okay.
This Daggerford Tribune details a lot of the events that occurred with Iamrith. There are one interview that stands out to you, Callista, that they have actually got quoted statements from.
Mhm.
Are from your grandfather and an individual named Boris, who
Okay,
are more than happy. Like, the gist of it is, they're more than happy and excited that a Horncrow was part of this scourge of this terrible dragon creature. And they are so happy and thrilled that Callista, Horncrow, of all people, were able to put down this wretched beast. And they are just desperate because they miss Callista so much. And if anybody knows where Callista is, please let us know.
Callista, you look like you're gonna vomit or punch the editor in someone in the face.
The article I'm holding goes up in flames as I use produce flames, like just innately. It just bursts through my hand.
The halfling
and I
goes,
just start burning.
"Oh my goodness! Oh, well, it's a good thing I had a few more copies."
Oh my god.
You okay there?
Dang.
They were very.
Who is the author of that article?
The author of that article was a woman named India Audelia. She wrote the article for the Daggerford Tribune.
Okay.
There's also in there an interview with one Delphin Audenbarl. He's apparently like the resident mage of Daggerford. He trains a lot of magicians and those so to speak. Apparently, he had spoke of someone named Mulfin as being very dangerous, and any information about his whereabouts, he believes that he might be a local to Daggerford. So they are really desperately seeking him, and they could be possibly trying. He was afraid that Mulfin could be possibly trying to thwart your hero's plans of defeating Iamrith, the Blue Dragon.
We're here to give you a scoop.
Oh, and also he said that Mulfin is probably responsible for all the commotion that happened at the Temple of Ilmater in Daggerford as well.
Can we give you an exclusive scoop?
You have a scoop for me?
Okay, we cannot share that information. Do you? I pull Ashley to the side. I'm like, Ashley, if you tell that reporter,
So
Just said he's a good guy. No, just said he's a good guy.
tell him he's a good guy, but don't tell him anything about what I'm.
So Callista, just so you know, your address was there, but it was your Horncrow residence address in Daggerford, and also the address for one Diana Lionheart is addressed to the Temple of Ilmater.
Okay. Okay, that's not. It's just a church. Where this girl lived, the church. She got a bunk in the back.
Yeah, but
Daggerford is the real person.
So
here.
do you know if the Horncrows reached out and were giving this information willingly? How the hell was that connected?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just got the information. I just used it for my article. But also, there's this other one. It's the Everland Post. That also, like, this was where the article originated from, Everland.
What does that one say?
This one says that there was an interview with an individual named Garyon Tesley of the Harper organization, because some individual higher up named Crowan Valharo refused the interview. He refused to comment.
Okay.
And also there was an interview of a young lady. Her name was Miss Margie. She publicly endorsed all of you on the expedition of defeating Iamrith. And pretty much the rest of the article was just a shameless plug on getting people to come purchase things from her tent.
Right.
Seems reasonable.
But
Listen, we want you to know that
interesting enough, there were no no last names or addresses in this original article from the Everland Post.
So Daggerford is the problem.
So Daggerford is the problem.
Daggerford is always the problem.
Here's your new headline. Mulfin saves the world. And make it all about how good Mulfin is. Because he's good.
Everybody,
That is something.
I need everybody to make an additional perception check, please.
Oh no.
Perception.
As you're sitting here.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
I got one better than I did last time.
I did much worse. 17.
Okay. Diana fails, Lachlan fails. Ashlyn succeeds, Callista succeeds, and Mulfin succeeds.
I rolled a setback.
Yes. You guys are just kind of glancing over, like, hearing all this information. You're really not sure, so you're just kind of like looking and peering around. There are several notes, like written, almost kind of like post-its, written all over and like attached to different papers and stuff like that. Just these notes that are written. You notice the first thing that you notice about the Everland Post is the wanted ad for Mulfin is much smaller. Like it's not as pronounced. And the artwork is different. It doesn't look quite as terrifying as the one that's in the Waterdeep and the Daggerford papers. It kind of looks more like a more realistic rendering of what Mulfin actually looks like. You also see that their notes and there is a stack of papers that is written in ink where you recognize Lachlan's father's name on it.
Oh no.
And it appears there are several papers on the top. And the Lachlan's address from Waterdeep is right underneath it.
I wonder if he interviewed.
Does it look like an invoice?
Looks like an interview.
Oh.
He must have interviewed my pops.
Also, you find there's a note. It says on top, find information about this Moby. There's also a note that says, visit Horncrow residence in Daggerford. And there's also a note that says, visit the home of Molfin. Bring extra bodyguards.
Not untrue.
As he's kind of like continuing to wrestle through papers, he's kind of grabbing some of the newspapers back from you guys as you guys are looking through and like. Is there a problem with my article? I mean, I think it's what landed me this office. Finally, after all this time of hard work, I went from a cubicle to an office. Isn't it incredible?
Ew.
Look, it even has my name on the door.
Listen, sir. I don't give two shits if you have office now, because you ruined the lives of some very important people.
How did I ruin them? I made them even more famous than they already are.
I'm going to take the note that says interview Horncrow. And
Hey, wait, that's mine. Those are my plans for next week.
I'm gonna take the one that says
they're my
Moby.
plans now.
I'm gonna take the one that says Moby and put it in Callista's hand and say,
I
like,
also burn that.
Wait,
like that
what are you
one
doing?
too,
I don't
no-
even know who that is. I'm gonna have to go visit the Greenies again.
No. How about you just accept that this story is a dead end?
Wait, I have it all here. It's no problem. I have it all here in the original interview transcript.
You know what?
Okay, sir, when are you going to realize she will burn your whole office?
Wait, no, don't.
She's not-
I've worked a very long time for this office. Do not burn it. What is it that...
Molfin's gonna look over at him and just say, "No, I see you have a note to go to this fugitive's home. If he is capable of stopping these heroes, do you really think it wise to poke the bear?"
Well, come on. Are you serious? Do you actually think he's going to be hiding out at his own house? I just want to see if, maybe he has kids. Maybe I can interview them. Maybe he has other family at home that I can interview and find out a
We're
little
his
bit
family.
more about what's inside the mind of this, I don't know, this complete crazed maniac.
I light my hand on fire again.
Can you...
Don't speak about him like he is our family. You do that again, if I hear that you're writing more slanderous things about him again, you will regret it. Do I make myself...
Yeah, perfectly, my dear. Gee, oh my goodness. Goodness. I mean, it's not like he's sitting here with you.
How
He
would
kind
that
of is a
affect-
crazy maniac.
I mean, I have his address. I didn't publish it, okay? I'm trying to. If I get a lot of information, this could take me from an office to the second
I have a
story.
scoop for you. I have a scoop for you.
This-
The Horn... They're disgusting, vile nobles that abuse their daughter for decades. How about that?
Well, that's not what the article said.
Because everything you read is true. You're so
And I'm
cute.
sure you
Fake
check your
news.
facts real good.
Well, I mean, I plan
Don't
on
give
making
them
a trip to
more
Daggerford myself. In two.
Don't bother.
Okay. Can I pay you to go for me?
You
No.
have you have the subjects of your article in your office. Why don't you just ask her directly what you want to know instead of being an asshole?
That's perfect. That is a great idea.
Cool.
And he starts getting
Cool.
he gets a clipboard out and he starts going.
Wait, guys, you have to give birth.
And he
Oh, so now we're on the
he
record.
puts like a bunch of papers on the clipboard and like snaps them in and gets his ink quill ready and starts dipping it. Okay, interview date. Interview time. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I don't wear watches in Waterdeep.
This could be good for us.
Anyone have a sundial?
Clear the air.
Yes. So what? Let's just start at square one. Anything you would like to say? This is one of those like really abrupt interviews. I don't really have any questions. I need more time to prepare.
Well, first, Molfin helped us defeat Imrith. That was not a
Okay, Molfin helped you defeat Imrith. Yes.
Yeah, all of this stuff about him being a bad guy is really just like propaganda. He's actually like one of our closest friends.
More like a cool, dark anti-hero, you know?
Cool,
Yeah.
dark anti-hero. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's the
Genuine.
edge. The people like it, you know?
Also, so kind and generous. Genuinely just a
Nice
doll.
guy.
Wonderful lad.
puts his
He's
family
crazy
first.
and a maniac, but
A
in a good
little
way.
bit of gout in the left hand, but you know, it's fine.
Yes. Fascinating. How
Yeah,
come your story is so
Anything-
much different from all the others?
propaganda.
Yellow journalism. Classic yellow journalism.
Gossip columnists, they're crazy.
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, put in the fact that the Horn Crows are also assholes like you.
Well,
Well, I think I'll leave myself out of the article,
Hey, that's
Uh,
that's fair.
if you don't
But
mind.
just put that down the Horn Crow part because that's very important to us. They are not nice,
I
and
just
we
don't
don't
know if I
like them.
can ensure that this is fact. Is this merely your opinion? I can't publish.
You have us here in the room. What did they say? From the horse's mouth or something? I don't really know.
I think that is right, yeah.
Okay, I'll
Think about how is not everything just an opinion, sometimes supported very well. Like,
possibly.
what's a
there are
fact?
there are facts.
What is a
Yes,
fact?
there are facts that.
But what is a fact? An opinion that somebody proved. Look at that.
What did my pops tell you about me?
Oh
You
yeah,
should
I had
read the
I had a
article.
great. I had a great visit with. I'm assuming that's your father. Yes. I purchased this off of him, and he points to the sculpture sitting on the table.
Like this guy.
Oh yeah, he was eager and grateful to share. He was so excited that you become who you are. He said
Hero.
a lot of good things about you, Lachlan. I mean, he was so proud.
Aw.
Basically, for the next 10 minutes, he goes on and he basically gives you like Lachlan's life story. He
It was
basically
a darkened story.
Dad.
his dad just unloaded on this guy and like told him everything. Like
Papa Bear.
he told him
On his
how
first step.
Lachlan was so troubled, so we sent him off with his family, Molfin and Moby, to take on an adventure. And then all this stuff about Moby has disappeared, and you know, just basically everything that
Yeah.
Lachlan's dad knew. He basically unloaded it on the newspaper because he was just, oh yeah, my son's a hero. Yeah, tell everybody.
Aw.
Oh,
We love Pops.
The truth has been told this day.
that's probably the only truthful thing that's been told. This
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, basically, from what Lachlan's dad knows, like, he was telling this guy the truth. He was, like, info dumping
Yeah, for
everything
sure.
that he knew. But there's, you know, big gaps in the story that he doesn't know. So, it's-
And that's the two were filled in on the Daggerford newspaper where they just like
Yeah.
go witness the miracle of birth and then go to Daggerford. What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Mr. Interviewer.
It's
forgot it.
It's Dallas. You can call me Dallas.
Mr. Dallas. Just, you got this office based off of how based off of the stories of other people and their exploits. I just don't know if that's a good way to build your career. Like, about how long until you're just like a glorified gossip columnist? Maybe it would be better suited to you to, I'm sorry, the cat.
All of a sudden, the cat jumps through the window into the office and starts throwing
Sorry, the
papers around.
griffin. Yeah, literally. And scratching on the door. Maybe it'd just be better suited to you and to the longevity, or to not be following the hot trend of the moment and finding stories that, resonate for far longer, things that are more important than just people who just do things that any good people would do. Maybe stay out of our personal business.
Do you know how, Waterdeep is looking for heroes. They want articles like this. They want stories about this. Right.
We're not applying.
Right now, like, Xanathar's guild has gone completely nuts and it brought everybody to their knees, pretty much. Haven't you read the other
How
articles?
about that?
I don't read the newspaper. I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
The TLDR on that?
Yeah. What is the status of that thing?
Any hot gossip on that Xanathar's guild?
Well, the city watch has been arresting them like crazy, but not a single one of them will talk.
Let's go brutalize them, guys.
Oh, I'm sure.
Pretty sure torture's not legal.
Everything has to be brutalized.
Yes.
Aren't we on the record?
By the way, my insanity hasn't been cured, so I'm still mad. So I might punch this guy in the face at any time.
That's okay. I'm personally quite debating dropping the spell and lightning him out a window.
Have you considered that by publishing all of this revealing information, addresses, last names, that you're putting these heroes to our enemies or people that might want to hurt us?
Or their
Have you
family?
considered, or their family? Putting
Pops!
Oh,
they now know how to find all of our family members thanks to your.
Oh dear, I didn't think of that.
No.
Well, it's already
But
already printed. I don't know how I can help it now. Gosh, what can I do?
Yeah. Turn the river into a modified memory spell.
On mass scales, that's not gonna work.
Then could do it.
Well, I mean, enough time.
Well, we're gonna modify memory all of Faerun. Yeah.
Mr. Faerun, not all of it.
Kristy, for some reason your mic keeps cutting out, like at the end and the beginning sometimes.
Well, Wolf's gonna look over at Callista and not really carrying in Primordial. If only we had some sort of arcane device that we could charge, that would allow us to supercharge our spells, perhaps modify the memory of all beings within a large area.
In Primordial.
Consequences of that, if it drains all of Faerun of life itself, sure.
Primordial, Ashlyn will say, we have one of those?
Wolfen just sort of looks over and just...
We both look over at Ashlyn like...
Oh, that's right. She speaks every language now, right?
She does, yeah, so she can understand what you guys are
in
saying.
Primordial. Well, shit, this just became a party channel. They look over at Ashley and give her the high five. A little thumbs up, I mean.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
They still have
Listen,
to deal
listen.
with
I'm
this.
incredibly sorry. I didn't think this was going to cause this much. I thought you would all be thrilled that you are. I mean, you're celebrities. You're heroes.
We would be thrilled if you didn't dox all of our information to the world.
Like our addresses. Like, come on. You can write about how beautiful and wonderful and good and just, holy we all are.
Lachlan the legendary.
understand the need.
Don't
A
tell
good-
our addresses.
You got it. Yes, sure. No addresses. No addresses.
Oh,
I
Diana
see,
the Divine.
I
over here.
underlined that
Hello?
3 times. No addresses.
Yeah,
Got it.
good. Put that on a
Got it.
sticky
No
note.
personal information, no speculation on the love lives, no
No love lives. Okay, no love lives.
yeah, no love lives, no digging up old exes, preferably
No old exes. Got it.
literally
What's
don't
the
dig them up.
Digging up.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Just keep it to the deeds. Keep it to the deeds and the philanthropy, especially the philanthropy.
Yeah, sure. You got it. Alex's,
There's
Right.
nothing wrong with telling a good and vivid. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mr. Hyde says basically no TMZ in the chat.
Yes.
Exactly.
But what you've done has put many people, not just the ones in this room, many people at and you're going to have to live with that and go to bed and sleep on that, because that's something that you're going to, if any of our family dies, that's on you.
For the Horn Cruise.
Me? I mean, I wasn't the first to publish your address.
No, but Waterdeep has a huge sway over Faerun. You're not stupid enough to not know that.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry.
I'll forgive you. I don't know about the rest of them, but I will.
Sorry, I want to do an insight check if he's really sorry.
Okay, you may inside check.
No.
No, don't know.
Don't know, yeah.
I got a
Wow.
flat 10.
Insight.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
But-
Diana insight check.
Natural
Damn.
1 is an 11
Yeah.
for her. That's
Damn.
crazy.
I don't
Wow,
know.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, you don't get any feeling like he seems legitimately sorry.
I trust you with my life, apparently. Because that's what I think.
Oh, we don't really have a choice.
Wait, we're in utter danger. Who can we call? The newspaper writer. Call Dallas.
Rumor mill.
Dallas Rumor Mill.
Yeah.
He needs a bat signal.
Yep.
Morphin's just looking at Callista, taking keys from her.
We'll deal with Daggerford. Don't go back to Daggerford and because that's what they want. Don't do it. If I find out you go back to Daggerford, we will have a problem.
Okay, I'll cancel my trip. Okay? I'm canceling.
Okay.
See? Watch, look. You see? Here's my schedule. He gets another clipboard attached from the wall. See my schedule here? See my ink pen, my ink quill here? He scratches his trip to Daggerford right off of it.
Nice.
There it is.
And while you're at it, give me Mulfin's address.
Why?
You know why.
Fine.
Mulfin has family too.
He gives you the little post-it note that he has Mulfin's address on.
I burn it.
I was going to say perhaps letting him go home to see Molfin's home may not be a bad idea.
Why is that?
Because he'll see
Good
Molten.
guy.
Maybe he's right. Maybe Molfin is just at home with his family.
Having retired from adventuring, you know?
Perhaps he...
Normal, regular guy.
Yeah, exactly. Perhaps he's a normal, regular guy. Anybody have a passive perception more than a 13?
Good, Callista, I think.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, I think
Yes,
Six.
very much so.
16?
30?
Okay.
Hold
20?
on, I think
So this guy stood up.
my passive
As he was-
perception is 21.
This guy stood up, started walking to the side of his desk as he was saying, "Oh yeah, but it's just a normal guy at his home. You know, it's great. That is right. It's exactly right." And then you watch his right hand go down to where the interview with Lachlan's dad's papers were, and it looks like he's trying to grab them and kind of hide them behind his back, like in between his back and the desk.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
What? What? I was just talking about. I was agreeing with the man.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Please.
I'm agreeing with the man.
Can I walk over and just be like, do, these files here, thank you.
So you just take him right off of him behind his back.
Yeah.
Make a contested athletics check, Diana.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He's a halfling, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm gonna laugh when the halfling overpowers.
It's just
Diana.
it's just a straight roll for him. A 4.
Oh.
Ugh.
Come on, Diana.
4 to 13.
Oh.
Yeah!
Diana just goes. He goes, "Hey!" And Diana is now holding the stack,
I
the
think 13
interview.
was the same.
Thank you. I flip it open and I kind of start reading through it, seeing what it says about Molfen, if anything, looking for details that might be incriminating.
Molfin's address is in this report. It does state that he is married and had
Okay.
several children, but they have all moved away, started their own families. This would be basically all old Molfen history. So before you guys started the campaign, is basically what Lachlan's father would have known about Molfen. And a lot of it would have been pretty spotty, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm his father's great grandfather.
Yeah.
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 So
So he's just got kind of like this really broken up kind of basically a lot of it are just his memories of what he remembers Molfen to be like, you know?
I'll
Very,
flash this
very
information.
hermit-like to himself, to his books.
Hermit-like.
He likes to study. He likes to stay at home. He doesn't like to travel much.
Character development.
Terrible gas.
Yeah, it's like-
In Primordial, I
I-
asked Molten, are you sure you want this man to have your address that leads to your wife?
in Primordial, the simulacrum is there. What's he going to do? Find Molfen?
I'm more worried about your wife.
If you're
The
right.
simulacrum can deal with this fool. It may not have much left in its arcane tank, but... Or... we scare the devil out of him.
Yes, let's.
Let's not do that right now. We're in the
Okay,
middle
never
of
mind.
trade wars.
Yeah, let's not. Okay. But who cares?
Ashton, we're gonna have a conversation when we leave here.
Oh, yeah.
Because
About
I
that little
still haven't checked you yet.
dip in the pond.
You have no idea what we're saying right now.
yeah, yeah, they're speaking.
I do.
Molfin's going to look over at Callista and Ashlyn. We have two options. Either we let him do it because he's going. If not, we have to deal with Lachlan's father because he'll just go to him and get the information again.
You're gonna kill my cops.
Or,
No, we should
I-
have a conversation with
I-
cops.
Okay. Just,
Can I punch the
Right,
guy at
all these-
least?
all these people who are speaking primordial now, it is mind-boggling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were still in Primordial. My bad.
The reporter just looks at Diana and says, I haven't a clue what they are talking about.
I'm just
Like
gurgling.
torches flickering. Yeah.
Look, I can't write any of this in the report if I can't understand you.
Should we let Timolfin and Primordial him have Lachlan's report or interview?
That's
Lachlan's dad.
damage done at this point.
Yeah. Okay, Diana, just give him back Lachlan's thing, unless
I
Lachlan
will.
is-
Lachlan,
I'm
are
looking
you
at
open?
Lachlan because, like,
He's
Yeah,
like
you're
oblivious. He's like whatever.
It's fine.
Okay.
yeah,
I will.
I kind of figured, but
Yeah.
okay.
I imagine
I
Diana
will-
Diana does one of these, like hands it to him. He goes to grab it, and she pulls
And
it
then-
away, and then she hands it again.
That was literally
He tries
exactly what I was
grab
going to
it.
say. That was exactly what I was going to say. I do one of those bits, and
Would you hand me the
and then
papers?
I'm finally like, when he grabs it, I'm gonna hold it tight before I let it go, and be like, just be careful what you print. That's the point. Thank you
And
for your
again,
time.
Thank
Then I
you.
let him
We
have
can
it.
always visit some
Thank you.
more.
And he takes the papers and he kind of nuzzles them together and gets them neat again on his desk and sets them down beside. Actually, he takes them and he puts them in a drawer this time. It's like slides it closed.
Can I do an insight check to make sure that he's not just pacifying us, like he's really gonna listen to what we're saying
True.
here in terms
I do that
of
as well.
like addresses and what we're like our demands? Are they gonna
Sure. Yeah, make an insight check.
What she said, and do the same thing. I will.
Alright.
Okay. I was gonna wait to roll because I was gonna see if it even mattered. You're getting a weird vibe from him. You're thinking that he's thinking about, yeah, he probably shouldn't have included addresses because you guys made a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
But he is hell bent on finding out about this mysterious Molfin before anyone else can. Because it would do much for his career.
You know what I'm thinking? We could always give an exclusive with Molfin to a competitive newspaper if that's the way you
Like
want
a
to play
dark
it.
warehouse, it would be moody and cool.
No,
Wait,
like
wait.
to a competitive newspaper.
What?
We could find Molfin for them if you don't comply with our demands.
You wouldn't.
We can,
you wouldn't go to
You like
another
this
news-
office? You like this
I
office?
love this
Guess
office.
who's gonna get the second story? Someone who we give an exclusive to.
No, yeah, you should. I mean,
All this work? What if it all goes up in flames? My hand slipped.
wait.
Oh, no!
What can I? Is there something I can do to get an exclusive? Do you guys?
Preach the truth.
I will. I plan to. That will get me an exclusive with Molfin.
We deem you worthy enough through your written word.
You have to prove yourself before you get that privilege.
Yeah.
And if you don't, fire
And competitor's
and
office.
competitive office.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever works first.
Little column A,
I
little
will
column
not.
B.
I will not lose this office. I will not lose it. I will not do anything to lose this office. So, whatever it is that you need from me, Dallas Rumor Mill, you've got yourself a writer.
We'll be watching.
That Molfin guy, I
Right.
hear he can put like arcane places in different like locations, so he might be watching you too. So you better look out.
Really?
You never know. He's
can-
very
And you might be
powerful.
listening to this entire conversation.
Very powerful
I
guy.
can see into this
Yeah.
office.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see anywhere.
Yes.
That's creepy.
I know, right? Try living with him, but you should beware.
Wait, do you live?
Beware
you
of
live
a
with
very
this
sweet,
Molfin?
kindly old man.
You live with this Molfin?
At the monastery. He visited me once. You could see everything.
Make a deception check, Ashlyn.
God damn it. Oh shit.
Gonna make a contested roll here.
Oh, come on, guy.
Oh. Oh, yes, it makes sense.
Is
You
it
do
a-
seem to be wearing some kind of interesting garbs.
Very serious stuff.
The halfling sort of visibly relaxes just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, fine. I've got my new notes from our interview. I will start working on a new article this afternoon.
Nice. We look forward to reading your application.
Think we're done here?
Now, there's a lot in here that I only have your account for. I don't have multiple accounts.
Horse's mouth! Horse's mouth, dude!
It may be horse's mouth, but it's horse's mouth from your point of view.
And whose better point of view is it than ours?
I mean, the Lord's Alliance is after this guy. Apparently, there's a lot more that know about him than we realize. Huh?
Maybe, but like, think of it like a corrupt politician thing in the Lord's Alliance. I don't know.
Listen, I will. Listen,
yeah,
fine.
that'll check out.
Yeah.
Fine. I can print this. Is there a way that I can be promised perhaps an interview with this Muffin himself?
You're gonna doubt the heroes of Faerun?
Fair enough. I will not doubt the heroes of Faerun.
You're on the list.
The list.
Of things we need.
That's great! I'm so happy. I've made it on the heroes of Faerun's list.
Congratulations.
This is such a great day for me. I've got this office. I've got this beautiful nude sculpture. I've got.
Yes.
I've got.
It is
That's
good.
priorities.
My life has gotten extremely great over the last few weeks. It's been fantastic. And now I'm on the list from the heroes of Faerun. What a day.
Are we done?
Yep.
I'm looking at my group.
I've got all I need.
Yep.
Good.
I have a baby to give birth to.
Do I see any hairs or anything on the ground or on the desk?
Oh no.
Oh no. What's he gonna do?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or have you already rolled?
No, not yet.
Is there a vial of blood anywhere?
This would be more. I think this would be more geared to investigation, because you're looking for like a specific kind of clue as you're looking around.
Okay.
A vial blood.
Can I use my passive renegation? That's a 30.
Hey, we're here to vaccinate you, sir.
Oh, that's a 32.
32.
Whoa.
A
God.
couple hairs under the desk on the floor, like must have just naturally fell out of his head.
Well, we're just gonna, as we're getting up to leave, sort of act like he stumbles and just grab him real quick.
Okay. You need to be more careful.
Happens at my age. We'll just walk out.
That's funny. He doesn't look that old.
Complexion. Anyway, I'm gonna
He was in a cart accident. Got a
carriage.
bad bag.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
I'm gonna reach over and rustle his papers up and leave and scream "Anarchy!" and leave the office.
What are you doing?
Oh, I forgot that's your fault.
And he takes and just basically just takes all his papers and notes and just throws it into the air all over the floor and walks out, the last one to walk out of his office. That's gonna take me all afternoon, you hear coming from the office.
Yup.
Down the hall, there's like a couple people just like strangely looking at you all as they hear the commotion and you guys walking down the hall from the office.
That went smoothly.
Ashlyn, you're acting a little strange.
Says who? This
Ashlyn,
culture?
did you fall?
This life? This way of formalities that we are now constrained in as a populace?
Ashlyn, I agree with you as a socialist. However,
I also agree with.
I'm not a socialist, I'm an anarchist. Society has to be stopped.
Okay. Well, I don't
the
even
rich
think we
need to be
question
eaten.
her.
We can agree there.
Sure.
Rich
Get
now.
back to the house.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go see
you
this
guys
dragon
you
baby.
guys are filthy rich.
Yeah.
So what do you guys?
As we walk out of the office,
Yeah.
Molfin is casting Sending
Okay.
to Dallas.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. They warned you. I see all. Keep your word to them,
Nice shirt.
or I will find you. And that's it.
Nice.
You get a response back because I think you can respond to message,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
And it sounds like this. And all 25 words of response is just that.
That's adorable. I love it.
I think we've made an ally.
Right. Yeah, he may have just soiled his trousers. Well, you said I could see him. I had to let him know I could see him.
And as you guys are exiting, is there anything else that you guys would want to do here before you make your way out back onto the streets of Waterdeep?
Oh, Hoops, that actually does that automatically now. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I kind of want to poke Ashlyn and cast Lesser Restoration, but I don't want to violate your consent like that, so I won't.
Oh, I was gonna wait till we get back to the house before we did it.
Fair.
Yeah, spellcasting.
I'm not sure. As we're heading back, would Molfin know? Because I know it's something we talked about after the whole robbery.
Yep.
Do like jewelry stores or wholesalers sell powdered gems? Is that something they would normally sell, or
Probably not here in Waterdeep. Maybe like if you went to like a small mining village or town that had like a
Okay.
Fire shears. or
yeah,
no.
Shear,
they
yeah.
might do more of that. Here, you're going to see most of your jewelry stores are going to have it in like necklaces and rings and
yeah?
like they
Like refined
it'll be
diamonds.
refined. Yeah, they want the nice stuff. They want something they can sell.
Yeah.
And
Fair enough.
powdered diamonds isn't going to woo any of the nobles.
Mhm.
It's the new hip thing.
Could always stop by Hala's house again, make another withdrawal.
I'm gonna run all the way home and scream anarchy through the streets as I run.
Okay.
Can I
Ashley,
try to just hang on the back and just go?
sure. Make an athletics check, Molfin, to try to hang on to Ashlyn as she runs through the streets.
Dragging this poor gnome behind her.
Like Yoda.
Ryle just walks behind and tries to put on a female voice and says, "Excuse my sister, she is deranged. Excuse her, she's lost her mind."
That's a 12. I don't think that's going to do it at 140 miles an hour.
Well done,
You
Dad.
are hanging on, but barely, like by the collar. Basically, Molfin's feet are like dangling back there as he's holding on.
I'm a cape.
Yeah, you're a cape, exactly. A nice gnomish cape flapping in the distance there behind Ashlyn.
Halfling.
Oh, halfling, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Halfling, that's right. Yeah, you're still seeming to last like 8 hours or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Can I yell at Ashlyn to come back here with the rest of the group?
For some reason,
can
like a
try.
Billy Idol song started playing in my head as I she cries more in the midnight. I don't know.
Meanwhile, I'm hearing Anarchy Burger.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh God.
I'm thinking anarchy in the UK, so
Hey.
You guys make your way out of the city gates back to the ranch. And you enter your homestead to see that
I run to the fireplace.
you run to the fireplace. Diana, you notice that one of the eggs is cracking and something is pushing from the inside of the egg.
Oh no.
Ashlyn, come here.
The other one is moving as well.
Ashlyn, which one do you want to be yours?
And after a few moments' time, you see a piece of the cracked one's shell pop off. And just kind of like a scene in Jurassic Park, you see a very reptilian eye like peering back out at you. A bright yellow eye with a very, reptilian slit-like pupil. As it blinks a few times, strangely enough, it looks like, kind of like almost as it has like overlapping eyelids, kind of
Eyelids?
like an
Yeah.
alligator or crocodile kind of deal, as
Mm.
it makes that little blink and looks towards you. And it doesn't take it much time for it to poke its head out through and crawl out from the remains of the shell. Which you notice there is a what would be a good reference point? Larger puppy size
Oh, okay.
reptile that looks, it's like a dog reptile with dark green, almost black looking scales.
Ooh.
Gazurgling.
And it pops out and just starts kind of like just it looks like it has wobbly legs at first as it starts to kind of
Aw.
like wander around the living room, kind of scratching on the wooden floor of your homestead.
I'll go to the other one and let it imprint on Diana or whatever she said.
Oh,
So I'll go
thank you.
to the other one.
Okay.
yay.
Okay, so you go to the other one. It also begins, after a short time of waiting, begins to crack. And within probably 30 minutes time, you guys have 2 of these critters crawling around on the floor of your living room.
How do we tell if they're boys or girls? I want to name mine.
That's a good question.
Stick your heads between its legs.
Yep, Callista will check.
Can I help her check?
If the dungeon master knew how to answer this question, it would be a better idea. How do you tell if a lizard is male or female?
I'll Google.
Because I used to own iguanas, but there was no feature that would kind of like...
They just have a cloaca, right?
I believe so, but I don't know, because these are going to
There
be
is a
very-
way to tell,
So,
but
Males are more swollen at the base of the tail than females and have a pair of enlarged scales near their vent cloaca. Females and juveniles have the same color, but not nearly as bright. Even if you can't get a good look at a lizard's belly, there are also behavior clues that help reveal it.
Thank you, guys.
okay.
So
I
enlarged
rolled a nat 20.
scales and swollen tail.
You got a nat 20.
yeah, color is definitely a big factor on like if one's more vibrant than the other. That's a good indication, or what Zoss said.
Okay, I'm going to random roll for it. The first one that was born is a male. The second one is also male.
I'm gonna name it Donovan.
That's the name of my dad.
Really? That's cool. name.
Yes.
Should I rename it?
He-
Will that freak you
He
out?
faked his death.
What?
Yeah, Asha, were you not here for that?
I think she's just confused as now
Oh,
she has
you
a
saw him in the magic mirror, right?
Oh
small
yeah.
dragon
Yeah.
dog.
I did not know that your dad's name was. I forgot. How about that?
That's okay. He was never around.
We're gonna go with
I mean, you can name him
Donovan.
Donovan if you want.
no, we're gonna go with George.
George!
You're watching George as you name it, Ashlyn, and he kind of crawls over to where his shell lays on the floor, and he begins to eat it.
Nutrients. Good job, George.
Wonderful. I hope you have prepared enough food for these creatures.
We don't have any food in the house. I checked. That's why I was in Waterdeep. Oh wait, I forgot to get food.
Oh my god, we need to go grocery shopping. We brought life into this world and we don't have anything to feed it with.
Maybe it eats horses.
Maybe.
Perhaps it
Oh,
Wait
that
a
reminds
second.
me. I pick
I
up
will
mine and I go
conjure
run to the
some-
griffin to show it her baby.
Your griffin's not there.
Our griffins
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
here yet.
I
You
run
guys-
back into the
you
living
guys
room and
got
I'm like, griffins are in
sidetracked.
somewhere else.
Well, we messed them know because we had to deal with the Gazette first.
But now we have to deal with Daggerford first.
Well, they know that we're coming eventually. Oh my god. Oh my-
There also may be a crime lord that wants to kill me.
Right.
I wasn't there for
What
this.
should I-
Lachlan.
What is happening?
It's kind of new to me too.
What happened? Who wants to kill you besides everyone on the list?
Tren squealed and
At least the 7 snakes wouldn't do that to you.
he was gonna become one.
What? Who squealed on you?
Tren did.
Pren? Isn't he like your bestie?
Well, he was. So yeah, that's a
By
thing.
the by, don't we have to deal with getting your other friend out of jail?
Oh, I wasn't there for that either.
Oh yeah, Riser. There's a news article about him. Oh, I should ask him. Yeah, they said he's a monster and they're gonna exile him to an island.
I was thinking about what Fredrickson, Foley.
Folan. Oh, he's also in jail. Oh,
Yes, he was just. I mean, God, man, where were you?
We're
He was
not-
just arrested a short while ago.
Hey, Takeshi Strike, thank you for hosting us. We appreciate that. Thanks
nice.
a lot.
Nice.
Hey. Well, so. I'm not going to ask the two of you. Callista, how long do you think these two need with these things before we can be mobile again?
I don't know. Nature check. I don't know. Do I even know what the?
Did you say do you know what they are?
Yeah. Do I know what these things are?
Did we tell y'all?
I think we talked about it. Didn't we talk? Was it
Yeah,
was it like out of game that we talked about it, or was it in game that we talked
think
about
so.
it? I cannot remember because
I
I know
thought,
we.
I thought Taz mentioned what they were called.
Mm.
I
She
think
just said
oh,
they
yeah.
were like dragon-like creatures or something. She didn't say what they
Oh
were
yeah,
exactly.
she didn't say what they were exactly. Yeah, that's true.
These
we
are
kind of just.
these are they come from dragons, but they're called guard drakes.
Guard drakes.
They can get to be about the size of like a lion.
Great.
Jeez.
Oh,
And they are extremely good at doing just that, guarding things. They are that's
Nice.
why they got their name.
nice. I like them.
But
I love
and
mine.
you would know that these grow much quicker than griffins do.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to grow very fast. Probably within weeks, they'll be fully
Ooh.
grown. But they will need to be well fed.
Okay. Okay.
And they are very much meat eaters.
Okay.
So just going to get horse oats is not going to cut it.
Gotcha.
Actually,
I mean,
I'm gonna go to
we
the
do have a
butcher's.
stock of meat for the griffins,
Yeah.
and the griffins aren't here currently. So for the time being, we can get them set up in the stables.
No
They're still
stables.
small
Mine's
enough.
sleeping in my room.
Well,
Ashlyn,
we're
did
not
you realize
there.
you don't have a door?
It can. I can carry it.
Might we just.
Why do I have a door? I should probably have a door. Can any of you reach me easily?
I can if I fly.
No, easily though.
Yes, I
I
can
should-
teleport to you.
I
Well,
can spider climb.
See, it's fine without a door. Why do I need a door?
Only one who can't get to Ashley.
You have a
There's
rope.
reasons for that.
Saying, while we deal with the immediate things, while we're not, because we'll be back soon. If we get them set up with the griffin's meat, get them set up in the stable, they are pretty self-sufficient, if I know dragons enough, to be okay here.
I don't want to leave it alone too long.
You don't-
Yes, baby. A good man a kiss on the forehead.
It kind of reaches up and scratches your chin a little bit.
Aw.
You got a little cut.
Hey,
We could also contact Clarion and see if he can offer any.
Morphin starts getting out of vial.
No.
It's not that bad of a cut. It's just like when you get cut from a cat claw or something like that, you know.
It's gonna get pretty bad.
Who do we have that we can trust to stay with them for a day or two?
Today or two, right?
If that.
Clarion. He might be a bit far away, though. I'm not sure where he's at right now.
Riled.
No, he can't leave him here. If something
yeah.
comes looking for him, then if I could get him, they could do damage to those.
Clarion
We
might
have
be-
more friends.
Zos, your
Too
mic is
bad we
getting
just-
like crazy crackly now again. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe double check your connection once again for us.
We should look into having friends instead of intimidating and scaring
Yeah,
everyone we meet. Pops! Can Pops come look after him?
Who?
Oh,
Pops.
Who?
yeah, my pops.
Oh. Hmm.
That might actually work.
To guard the store.
Okay, but does he know where we live?
I don't think I've ever told him.
I don't think he knows where you currently live. No.
And
Probably
he's
bring
the
those-
one that's been blabbing information. Do we really want him here to like tell people where we live?
We could drop off those
Hiding
things
anything.
there.
That's true, we could. Except, are they legal in the city or not?
You have no idea.
I
Oh,
have no idea.
Just put them in your purse like a little chihuahua.
I have a potential solution. I could go hire somebody, perhaps one of the guards.
guards. We don't like guards. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Oh, right.
They don't have
Higher,
authority.
higher, right?
What?
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on you.
Oh.
Callista begins casting a spell as she puts her hand on Ashlin's shoulder. Ashlyn, you may remove that flaw from your character sheet. As you feel
It's
this,
kind of cool.
this pressure lift from your chest and your shoulders, almost as if it just kind of like dissipates into nothingness as this madness kind of lifts from your mind.
Hmm.
Do you feel
Still
better
hate
now?
authority, just not
I mean,
as
yes.
badly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sounds like you're something similar to what I had. But no, my thought is if I go get someone, the guards are somewhat singularly purposed.
All right.
I don't
We
know who
looked
else.
up more
would do that.
snakes.
I think that's up to Diana and Ashlyn, how they feel about that.
Yes,
We
we're
need
still-
someone-
Where's Brock?
Where's Brock? We leave him off.
No.
Brock and Brantley, you guys haven't seen for a while.
Yeah. Huh.
What were the last?
Didn't they go with? That was from the last time we saw them. Was
When they
after
gave you
battle?
your
Oh, we revived Brock. That's right, Brock.
Yeah, Brock
you brought Brock back to life,
And the gift of life, and he disappears.
and
Do,
Typical.
do I think that these creatures would be willing to have spells cast upon them?
probably not.
Bollocks.
I mean, they're not going to have they're babies, so they're not really going to have strong defenses against them, but
But it requires a willing creature.
what spell are you thinking?
never
Because
Sequester.
I'm not sure what that is.
We shall.
Most of the time, if I go up to a dog and start going like
Wow.
this into its face, it's not really going to appreciate it. So-
Could we bring them to go see Taz? Isn't that where we got them from?
suspended animation. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yes, I have the ability to lock willing creatures away, and I have the ability to cast spells on them to make them think they want to be willing.
Oh my gosh.
So I can change somebody's mind to make them want to be willing, and then sequester them away. for 1,000 years.
Dolphin is OP. I'm just gonna put it out there.
One action touch. A willing creature, so it's only going to work on one of them.
Per day, it's not concentration.
Yeah. That's crazy. Let's not waste 5,000 gold pieces on baby dragon.
Yeah.
I would just like to throw it out there that this is their mother saying this.
Yeah.
It ain't my
Let's not
dragon.
spend any money on the babies. Let's just,
Budget.
with that logic, let's just go drop them off in Waterdeep. There's plenty of poor people for them to eat at the temples.
If I were chaotic, eat some chaotic.
Wait, I have an idea. We can bring them with us to Daggerford. Drop them up at the Temple of Ilmater. They have lots of experience dealing with dark and evil things there.
You know. Well, now that they're my phone. What was I going to say now? I'm going to hold my dragon and pet it again. I don't know what I was doing earlier.
Hey,
Solid
hey
move.
Sauce, will you do me a favor? Will you try to like quit Discord and then come back in?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I just know that
Weird,
I just
yeah.
know that for some reason you're getting
I
like, it's like
think-
a weird crackly robot kind of effect going on.
Yeah.
Just to see if it's Discord acting up, because it might be.
Like unplug and replug.
I would just go ahead and quit right out of Discord and shut Discord down, and then open it back up and see if that does it. Authenticating. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting a
time.
red bar too, so.
It might be
Oh,
struggling.
are we on a weird server?
I'm okay. That's weird.
On the same one we're
Sorry.
always usually on. I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Oh well. We'll keep on trucking along and see. Hopefully she can get back in and it won't do it anymore.
Is it like a little bit better now, or is it still
No, it's
Worse.
It's
Worse.
actually worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Check 1 2. Check.
Probably authenticating. Yeah.
Authenticating again. Thank you all of you who are tuning in to watch tonight. I do appreciate it. It's so good that we got all these people in the house hanging out in chat. We do appreciate all the bits and the subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. So you guys hatched some babies.
Hmm.
They're trying to decide with the many things that you have on your list.
Why are we adding to the list, guys? Like, why do we have to go to Daggerford and just add people on? Why don't we start with, like, number 1 and put people at the end?
I mean, worst case scenario, I can go to Daggerford by myself and deal with the Horncrow state. You don't have to come.
No,
with me.
no, don't go by
Oh,
yourself.
hell no.
That's
That
not what I meant
seems-
by-
I have business
Seems-
in Daggerford. If anyone's going there, it will be me.
Let's say that you don't go to Daggerford by yourself, because we don't want that anyway. I'm just saying, like, who's number 1 on the list? Just for fun.
Asmodeus.
Who's number 2?
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Technically, I suppose Asmodeus would have to be number 2, because in order to get to see him, I first have to kill Orcus and claim his wand.
And I also have to deal with the Raven Queen first.
Okay, that's 3. What about 4?
Ilmater.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Anyone not a deity?
Crime lord on my list.
Let's go with that. That's tangible.
That's easy. That's, you know.
But
Ella.
you
We've
do
killed
realize the
Kella.
Crime Lord has multiple eyes.
Yeah. Kella sounds
Yeah.
really easy right now compared to.
Yeah, she's just a person, but wait,
Yeah.
are we gonna kill her? Wait,
I was gonna give her a stern talking to.
But I would prefer to go see this Sarah Riverwalker.
Why? Because she did a bad job drawing you?
She did such a wonderful job drawing me. I'd like to show her the true inspiration for her artwork.
28! Are you lying to me?
Can you even deceive that high, Molfin?
It's not deception.
Oh, he's being honest.
Oh.
I want to walk in there as Molfin.
Yeah, but you want to be nice to her or not? That's what Ashlyn cares about.
Yeah, you could have rolled a 1 and you know full well that he's gonna walk in that door and shit's going down.
Will you not kill someone because they did a unflattering portrait of you?
I'm while this is happening, I'm gonna message Clarion. I don't suppose you're nearby. 2 baby drakes were just born, and I'm curious if you're around to help us out.
Okay. Zoss, you want to do a quick test?
Can't hear you.
I don't hear you at all.
Now we can't hear you at all.
No.
Go back into Discord under the settings,
Go to
check your
video
user
voice
settings.
settings.
Her icon is all lit up.
Right, but it may be reading from a different source.
Oh.
Yeah. Go to video voice settings.
Yeah, she'll get it.
No.
Still no good, huh?
And nothing, I can see her lighting up, but I can't hear her.
Did I fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds different.
It does.
Does it really? Because
sound-
I'm now realizing
It sounds like
that
your
I-
microphone now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really
Wow.
interesting because I'm just now realizing that I never changed my settings, so I don't think I've actually been using my microphone this entire time.
Aww.
It's all good.
This one sounds really good.
Sounds
It does.
really good.
That's great.
Well,
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, you sound really nice now.
Yeah.
Yay, we got her.
Can I say that all the times that it was crackly? And my cat was near me and sitting on the microphone, or I was
Oh.
playing with my headphones and swinging them around. So it was probably my headphone microphone.
Yeah,
Acting funny.
Lieutenant Murphy in chat says now I can hear her better. So yeah.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Yay!
Okay. So, Callista, you get a response back from Clarion. It's kind of funny. I'm on my way to see you. I found out some things about my nemesis. I'm on my way.
Oh, Cryovane, I forgot about him. Another thing for the list. Damn it! I gotta let me edit my list. So I will relay that to my party. Turns out he's actually on his way over here, right?
Oh, fun.
How far away is he?
Where?
I'm not sure. He said he found information on his nemesis, Cryovane.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Molfin's going to cast Sending to Clarion. Because Callista didn't seem to think to ask. Do you
I
have
can
an
only-
estimate for your arrival?
Not once. I can only go one day.
You get a response back from Clarion. 2 hours, tops.
Oh.
Bloody hell. He said it'll be a few hours.
Ooh, why don't we just
Okay.
wait a few hours and leave the dragonlings with him to babysit, and then we can go and do that thing that we were gonna go do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it all worked out.
What time of day is it?
It's well, you guys woke up in the morning and went straight to the newspaper, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So it would probably been about 8-ish. I'd say probably like 10 a.m.-ish. So Clarion will
I'm
run
gonna
right in
run-
time for lunch.
That'll
I'm
put
gonna
us
run
in,
to the. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna run to the city and get food for everyone
Okay.
in
What?
the house, and I'm gonna go in and run and yell, "I'm sorry about before."
She's so sweet. I love her.
Ashlyn, you can go ahead and just RP. What exactly food are you gonna bring back?
Oh, what do dragons like to eat? What do dragon people like to eat? Like Clarion. Lots of berries and deer meat.
Deer meat. Okay.
And they like poor people. Bring some poor people home.
No. It's terrible. So a lot of berries and venison. Yup.
Okay.
Ashlyn doesn't know.
Ashlyn just got bags and bags of
seems
food
legit.
of random
Yep.
things that she's picking up from different
Pretty
places in
much.
the market.
Yep.
And eventually heads back. Anything you guys are doing within the 2 hours that you'd be waiting for Clarion's arrival?
Molfin's just going to take a short rest and
Yeah.
regain some of his spell slots.
Sure.
I want to try to build a relationship with my baby dragon, and I want to make it like me and see me as a mom.
Okay, go ahead and make an animal handling check for this.
Oh
Oh.
God, help me! I would like to use my advantage.
Okay, you're an inspiration, sure.
Nice.
Who had the natural 20 from last time? Did we?
Lock.
Lachlan.
Oh yeah.
Lachlan has it. I'm sorry, I don't have it up on the
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Mr. Hyde's Santa is definitely on this list.
Oh yeah, you think you made a nice impression?
Good.
Nice first impression. I mean,
Yeah.
it does
I
look
mean,
like any other creature. It's gonna take time, like the time that you guys invested in your griffins and stuff. It's not just something you're gonna make one check on and say, "Oh, it's now my friend! Yay!" It will sit on my shoulder and it will do everything I tell it to.
Right.
Fair point. But
Yeah, so you're
yeah, that's cool though.
just spending your time just kind of nestling it and playing around and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What did you name yours, Diana?
That's a good question. I don't know if I ever picked a name.
Okay. It'll take time.
That's to survive its first winter.
Yes. It's bad luck to name it before its first year.
Really? Oh no, I named George.
No,
It's gonna die.
It's not actually bad luck. Don't worry. That's just a superstition.
Okay. Okay. Phew.
Probably revivify.
Can I gauge Dad's
No, we're not
reaction to all of this BS with the Gazette and what the Horned Crows have been doing?
It's really difficult considering he looks like Ashlyn.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's been quiet. I think you have the hunch that he's just kind of letting you guys take care of things, and he hasn't really mentioned anything. He hasn't really talked to you in front of this whole crew about anything.
Okay. Okay.
Silly Joel. I named all my pets on Entomb Annihilation after singers too. I had David Bowie. I had Freddie Mercury. Matthew will know all the rest of them.
Awesome. So you guys are just kind of resting and taking the time to let Clarion arrive. Eventually, you do see.
Molfin is just every once in a while just staring at the one that Ashlyn left and just sort of like.
Eventually, you do see a massive shadow kind of move across the plains near your house. And you hear a out in the front,
Quick! Get the ballistas!
and you hear footsteps onto the front porch. And standing
I go
there,
out.
Get a
standing there on the other end of the screen door is the human form of Clarion. As he begins to knock on the edge of the screen door.
Open the door.
It's good to see you.
I really want him to say, I just flew in from Daggerford. Boy, are my arms tired. Because that's what he was like.
Damn dad jokes.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks
I
at
will-
Ashlyn and is like, I've flown much farther than Daggerford, and yes, my arms
Oh.
are exhausted.
I'm sorry. Do you
But I
want
am a
ice for your
dragon,
arm?
Ashlyn. I have my own set of wings. I don't use my arms to fly.
But don't you Okay, I'll just go in the other room. We have dragons too. Come see the dragons. You're like a grandpa now or something. I don't really know how you're related to the family. So come on, come see the dragons.
I will give Clarion a hug. before he comes in.
He hugs you back. He holds you kind of for an extended period of time. I've missed you.
Me too. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Come in.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he walks into the house. Oh, look at that. You have drakes.
These are our babies.
Prince George. That one's
You know, if you don't
That one
spend
is
enough
yet-
time training them, it'll kill you, right?
what?
What?
That's
Kind of what I
fun.
was worried about.
Especially those little ones, the green ones. Man. They spit poison at you, too.
Oh,
Maybe they would love to spend some time with their uncle. Maybe they would like to.
No thanks. No
He's like,
thanks.
"Nope."
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
I spent enough time with the griffins.
Do you think?
And
Do you
we
think he'll-
appreciate that?
Do you think they'll let us dress them up in little outfits?
Ooh.
I mean,
No.
I gotta
Okay.
just look at Clarion like,
So-
help me.
you can, I mean, if you train them well enough, I don't see why not. They're not like us, and he kind of points to himself. They're not as intelligent.
Okay, neither am I. We'll get along great.
Morphin's gonna look at Clarion. But do you think that?
Do you still look like a halfling?
Yes.
Who is that? Oh,
Who else?
My name is Joel,
Molfin.
in front of the family.
Molfin, you're a terrible liar.
Anyway, do you think that their receptiveness to training could be influenced in arcane means?
I don't see why
Do you
not.
think they have the brain capacity, so to speak?
Well, you know, are you trying to ask me if they will be able to harness arcane energy?
No. If I was to cast a spell on them to attempt to force them to pay more attention.
I don't see why it wouldn't work. Don't ever do that to me.
I don't think.
Something tells me an actual dragon would be a little bit less receptive to my skills, at least at this point.
Yeah. So listen, guys, I figured some things out while I was gone, and I don't think Harshnag really knows what he's doing.
He does.
In
And
terms of
funny thing is I believe your buddies Brantley and Brock went with him.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't think they realize that this. I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Cryovane wasn't anywhere to be found. I found one of his first lairs. It was within an iceberg. I had to swim down into the ocean, near the sea of floating ice, way up north.
What?
There was a tunnel underneath the iceberg. You had to swim up through. When I got there,
And boy, are your arms tired. Sorry.
he just face palms, man.
I
And
just kind of gently pat his shoulder, like,
I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go look at the George.
Ashley just starts getting a bag of the food she brought back and just like
Yeah.
munching on it. Walks
Yeah.
off. He was nowhere to be found. But here's the troublesome part. His horde is still there. Dragons don't just leave their hordes for extended periods of time.
But could you draw this on a map? We need to take a field trip.
Sure, absolutely. One
Maybe
other.
something interesting in there.
Now, I did find out that Cryovane has a mate.
Oh.
So
He got a baby mama?
there's not just one, there's two.
Oh.
And I possibly have been duped. You see, the times that I thought I was fighting Cryovane, I may have been fighting this other one.
Oh,
I could have
no.
been having a feud with two of them at the same time and didn't realize it.
Oh, Clarion.
Which is why I could never get the upper hand. I was snooping around and I saw a Frost Giant's longship sailing just off a shore. A white dragon chained to it. I believe one of them has been captured by the Frost Giants.
Oh. Oh.
Isn't that a good thing then? That's one down, one to go.
That is the natural order of things, you know, giants fighting dragons.
You see,
No offense.
I was thinking the same thing. But then I got to realize, you know, ever since Iamrith fell, the other giants we haven't heard or seen much of over the last month, a little over a month now.
Yeah.
The Frost Giants are still moving. They're still seem to be going business as usual.
Do you think they plan to use this dragon against the council?
I really don't know. I looked and looked, and for a second, dragon, and led me just on the outskirts of an old frost giant settlement called Svadborg. But no sign. But did notice that place is up and running again. And I believe that's where Harshnag was headed. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling he's headed into a trap.
A trap? Harshnag? Can we do that next?
That would take you away from these things longer.
But it's Harshnag. I have to.
We could still bring them with us. I mean, if they're going to require extra care and attention, it might be best that we bring them pretty much everywhere we go.
And we would
These are
not be able to enter into any civilized city.
These are not griffins. These are not something we have the ability to do that with. The griffins were manageable, but even they were a pain in the ass sometimes in terms of like logistics and battle tactics. We had to be very careful to keep them out of the fray. With these things, they can turn on us in an instant if we're not giving them full attention, and we don't really have the time to give them full attention.
Oh no.
We had time with the griffins. We don't have that luxury anymore.
We can't just seeming them into some innocent little puppies sometimes.
Diana, they're going to get to the size of a lion.
It's just pretty cool.
Yeah, and they can guard our house.
And if you don't train them properly, they can spit acid at your mother and dissolve her.
Well, we train them properly.
What
Do you
kind?
have that level of confidence?
Maybe.
I need to make sure he goes to a good home if we give him up, though.
Give him back to Taz.
Yeah.
No.
Why can't we give them back to Taz?
So I want them to be like someplace where they'll be cool and ferocious and have a lot of land, exactly like here, but not us.
we could release them into the wild.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Why not? They don't like that.
I think that's sad.
Listen, what if I stay and Clarion stays as well, so I can keep after these things, and then Clarion doesn't have to do it because he surely doesn't do it. Clarion looks, Ashlyn, there are 2 of you.
That's not the
The
doppelganger.
one that
That's
was, the one that was just speaking is Ashlyn. This one here, and Morphin points at Ashlyn, is Kella.
no. Why would you say I punch Uncle Morphin?
That's the real one.
Son of a...
I'm sorry, but you said I was Kella. I could have taken that like anyone else, like Cruella the Black.
I'm sorry, that's Zulkin.
That's bad.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
But Rild basically
Don't deserve
offers that Rild will stay, take care of these, and offers see if Clarion will stay as well. That way, if anything happens to Rild, Clarion is there as well.
2 dads, 2 babies.
2 dads.
I feel like this is the 80s.
Daddy
Yeah, Tom
daycare.
Selleck and,
I don't want to give him up. I named him.
I heard it was a mistake to name them before their first year.
That's just a superstition.
Well, one way or another, we have to leave for Daggerford now.
Well then,
Hey, you
Clarion-
just want to get vengeance on this newspaper lady. Oh, for Callista too. Okay, yeah.
And for
Clarion should
The
know
flower.
that Wolf and the Drow are after my father, so that is something that you should at least be aware of if we're not here.
Right. Sure, I can look after the place. How long do you plan on being?
I don't expect it to take more than a day at Daggerford, but that's my opinion.
well, that figure 1 tops 2 days at Daggerford, but then we have to swing by the monastery to pick up the griffins. So
You're all sitting here.
No, harsh
You guys are
thing.
sitting here making like a grocery list. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's at the grocery store A. I gotta pick up this, and they're gonna. it's-
Pick up the kids.
At some point, I need to
Pick
bail
up
my
the
friends out of jail.
yeah.
Yeah.
that,
Gotta go help
Go get their friends
Harshnag.
out.
Lachlan, I have ideas for that, but that'll have to wait till the cover of night.
Okay.
Wait, I went in.
Morphin just holds up the hand with the ring on it.
Oh,
Of course.
okay.
Clarion looks at you,
Can I cast
Callista.
commune?
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, you can. Where are you gonna cast it? Like right there in the living room, or are you going to your room?
Yeah, as
or-
a ritual. As a ritual.
Okay, so
Just,
Diana's starting to set up candles all around the living room, and
What are you doing?
Amniotic.
And I just want to take the opportunity to ask Ilmater. I would be like, hey, Ilmater, do you think that I can like totally handle a baby dragon? Like, yeah or no?
okay, while Diana's setting up for her ritual, Clarion looks at Callista and asks, "Do you mind taking a walk with me?"
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So Callista
I need a breather anyway.
follows behind.
I'm gonna pull out my pipe and start smoking my pipe because I'm stressed.
He kind of like leads you on a walk on kind of like a trail out around some of the farmland around your ranch estate. And you guys are just kind of walking slowly, and he looks at you and says, I don't mind looking after your father. I don't mind looking after the estate. But will you promise me something?
Try.
When you get back, how about we take another flight together?
Of course. Something wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Inside.
Sure.
18.
He genuinely misses you.
Oh.
and was just really thrilled to see you again. But, you know, you kind of get the vibe, like, when he left, he knew he had to go do what he was doing, but he's just happy to be around you again.
I'm just gonna give him a big hug.
He hugs you back as you guys just continue your walk, and eventually, like, just small talk the rest of the way, and you guys make your way back.
I'll kind of mention what's happening with the Gazette and who I need to deal with now, because my grandfather and Boris are dirty liars, and I need to probably go kill them now. So.
Okay, he's like, sure. How are you planning to do this? Are you just gonna walk right into town and blow up the house?
I mean, that is an option. But I'm not sure. At the very least, I need to deal with Boris and.
But you just told me your image is all around Faerun. You're famous. You can't just walk into town and blow up their house, right?
I mean, I can. Doesn't mean I should.
He snickers a little bit. He's like, I know you could. I don't doubt it one bit.
I don't know.
I could always just swoop over the town and just pick the house right up, fly off with it.
Oh, could you?
No. Why would I do that? Why? I don't know if I can even pick that thing up. I could probably crash through it.
Yeah. And I still want to get to my mom's room. I don't want that destroyed. I just can't. Oh, they're so slimy. They don't deserve what they have.
Probably true. How did they get all of that anyway?
They don't. I don't even know. I was really young. They kind of kept me out of the loop of things. I was mostly locked up, so I don't remember. So it's really ironic saying that they miss me when they didn't want anyone to know I existed. So that's just...
Seems to me like they were just trying to get under your skin.
It's all about clout for them. They want to ride my coattails. They want to have the glory for the Horncrow name because they've dwindled over the years. They don't care about me. They care about image and money and power and influence. They care about nothing else.
He kind of takes his hand and kind of runs it under your chin, like lifting your face up kind of his a little bit, and he's like, well, shame on them.
I just don't know if I'm strong enough to not kill them.
You need somebody with you that can be a little bit more level-headed about the situation.
Probably Diana.
Maybe not so much Molfin.
Molfin's got another person that he wants to kill as well, so that's another person we need to keep level-headed. I'm not sure any of this is a good idea, but it needs to be dealt with.
Right. Maybe Ashlyn and Lachlan need to go with Molfin?
Probably a good idea.
Just looking at Matthew and Chad over there.
Yeah.
Lachlan might indulge. Oh no. We'll see.
It's just been great to see you.
You too. I'll keep your words in mind and try not to burn down the whole city.
Might be for the best.
Yeah. I promise. When I get back, we'll go for a fly.
And Callista and Clarion walk back into the room. As Diana, you are beginning to commune what would you like? What's commune again? And you get to ask like 3 questions or something like that.
I get to ask 3 yes or no questions to my deity, and he, to the best of his knowledge, has to answer them truthfully.
Is this like the yes no like answers?
Magic 8 Ball.
Like,
Magic 8 Ball.
like it's very limited
Yes.
in the amount of information I can give, right?
Well, it can be cryptic or it can be forthcoming. I think it depends on the deity and
Right.
the deity's relationship to
and what the
person.
deity would actually know in
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, so Diana, you find your moment of prayer as you sit in this room that's all now lit by bright candles, incense burning throughout the room. Are the rest of you here during this time, or did you guys go to your?
Yep.
Oh, so Lachlan's chilling,
Yep.
watching this.
Wolfen specifically, once she got situated, closed her eyes and sat down. Wolfen's gonna sit right in front of her, about a foot away, just watching.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you feel your spirit be uplifted, Diana, and you can
Yes.
see this bright glow kind of surround all of you. You feel that warmth of Ilmater rest upon your shoulders. You take a deep breath and you feel at peace as you can smell some of the essence of those scents of incense throughout the room. What would you like to ask?
Hi, Ilmater. So I could totally handle a baby dragon, right? Like, it can't be that hard.
Probably.
I knew it.
That's all you get.
Could Ashlyn handle a dragon baby, or like?
A moment passes. Probably.
That's awesome.
That one felt a little bit more iffy, Ilmater. Okay. Last one. So I'm like a bit more powerful than I'm used to. On a scale of like 1 to like 10, was I like kind of evil today? Like, you know, with the thing that happened with those guys. Like, should I probably like repent for that or something? I don't know. Am I in trouble? That's my question. Am I in trouble?
Not exactly, but a little much.
Yeah. Kind of misuse of the allocated resources. I got you.
Is that 3 questions? Is that all you can ask?
That is my 3 questions.
So
I will
your
you
eyes
that.
open to see a strange halfling looking right in your face.
Hello, can I help you, Wolfen?
Just wondering what you looked like when you did it.
Did what? Commune?
Yes, when you speak to your extraplanar entity.
He's not an extraplanar entity. He is a deity, and shut up. I don't know. I'll get up and go over to my baby dragon because I have the blessing of my god to keep this thing, and no one's gonna take it away from me now.
As you do this, Diana, you start to get up and you start to walk. Molfin, you get a strange chill. Just crawls up your spine. And all of a sudden, all the candles that Diana had lit, as breeze just goes through the living room and puts them all out. And you just smell the smoke from the burning candles. The put out candles that burned out.
Did I notice that?
Yeah, everybody did. Everybody's in the room.
Did I do that?
Am I in the room?
Callista, you are. And you feel a chill crawl up your spine.
Oh.
Uh,
Wolfen's mask.
Does this feel familiar to me in any way? Like, if I felt a sensation similar to this when dealing with any of the beings I've spoken with?
You felt this same way, and Callista, you would have too, when you were in a dream with an individual named Grat, who got you to sign a paper.
Oh, I've been muted. Oh.
I'm gonna
Sorry, how should I realize it?
immediately. I'm gonna activate my third eye trait.
Mhm.
And the ground. Is there any invisible creature or object anywhere within the room with us?
Yeah, detect magic
Okay.
at will.
Okay.
If this is the thing he did with his face, but it's not, obviously. So.
Oh, that.
Okay.
There is a strange purple-blue orb floating above all of you in the room.
Oh, I
That
don't
is
know.
invisible.
Does Molfen let us know that he sees this?
Callista, you'd
I'm-
be able to detect magic to see that this is there.
Does it look like? Do I know what it is?
I'm trying to think if you would have ever seen. Have you ever? Well, I'll just. It's a scrying orb.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I would know
what
because I
type of
actually
spell
have
is.
this.
It's divination.
I have the
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
And I also have the spell, yeah.
Wolfen's gonna look directly at it and just sort of
Closer's
wave
also
up at it a
looking
little bit. If you would like to converse, I will open myself to the opportunity. It's rather rude to stand there watching and not tell us what you're doing here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Why are we talking to the ceiling?
Hello.
I cast True Seeing.
It appears
seeing?
that Diana
Oh,
has.
what is this?
Hey!
What?
Willing creature you touch to be able to see things they actually are. For the duration, the creature has true sight. Notice the secret doors hidden by magic, and can see in the ethereal plane on range. It really doesn't change what you see as in comparison to what they see. So you just see like a purplish blue floating orb of magical energy kind of hovering up there in the midst of all of you.
Glenn, it's one of those magic things that the magic people can do.
As you guys all
Ashton,
start talking
basically,
to this thing, you watch it go and vanish. Molfen, you would recognize immediately, Callista, it's been dispelled. It's no longer doing what it was doing.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Theories?
It was summoned immediately when you completed yours.
Okay. So?
Whatever it was, it put a chill up my spine, and it happened when you were done speaking with your friend.
Mine too.
My friend is a good guy. My friend is.
Well, apparently not.
No.
Not necessarily.
So first, you're gonna. No, I refuse to believe. You know what? You can get me with that Dorn is some evil priest of Vecna. You're not gonna get me that Ilmater is actually like your guy or something.
All of a sudden, the
No.
candles in the room begin to reignite one by one.
Well, this is weird.
Are they staying lit even with me being around them?
Oh, that's right. You wouldn't have been able to sustain the candles in the room anyway.
No, I
Well,
assume
he would have backed up.
Yeah.
if he
Yeah,
could
I
give her
assume they would have
space.
stayed lit for her.
When you
ritual.
walk into radius of them, they go out. So they are like a natural flame.
Okay.
Funny thing is now on the candles, you see writing carved into the candles.
Oh.
What?
I pick up the candles.
What does it say?
Depends. What languages do you know?
Oh, I don't.
Oh my
She knows
gosh.
all of them, but I
No, I can't.
Gnome and the thieves can't.
Lachlan
I speak
doesn't.
Celestial and
I know Infernal.
I am casting comprehend languages, so now I read every language.
Okay. So Lachlan cannot read them. Diana can. Callista can. Ashlyn cannot? I thought you knew all the.
Ashlyn can
you
only.
can only read
like-
or speak them.
Speak.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's if they're
I can't
spoken.
read.
I can't read. I don't think Ashlyn can read, but that's a whole other
but
story.
anyways,
Just
Diana never taught her.
I learned how to read.
Molfin, Callista, Diana. This is an infernal. It's written into the candles, and it's a phrase. It all runs together. So you have to kind of move around, and you're kind of putting the candles together. It's listing. It has two names listed. It says Molfin and Callista. Careful. You're being watched. Just looking out for you.
Ooh.
And then there's the holy symbol, the holy marking of Asmodeus on the very last candle.
I start trying to chip off the message that's written in Infernal because these are my prayer candles. This is not okay.
Oh, it might not be plugged in.
So, huh.
Who is watching?
The ceiling?
Ashlyn, it reads, it's a friendly warning.
Make an intelligence
From
check,
Asmodeus.
Molfin.
Can I help him?
Sure. With advantage.
Can do that.
As Callista's helping you, like, look at these candles a little bit more, as Diana seemed to have grabbed one, and she's, like, chipping off infernal writing over in the corner. No, not this holy symbol. What is this?
Oh, no!
It's a good thing you got that advantage.
Yeah.
You start, Callista, you're looking down, and you're like, hold on a second. Wait a minute. And then you start rotating the candles and putting them together in different sequences, flipping some upside down and moving them over.
Mm.
The writing, the infernal writing, fits together like a puzzle. And it turns in to an image of your dad's family crest.
Bloody hell.
See if I can find that handout to show the audience. My folder is so big of stuff, I can't remember where I put it.
It is under
new
New Baddies and Zerlar Drow.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh. New baddies. Zalar and Drow, yes. Family crest, there it is. That's what it looks like. Friends at home.
Well, wonderful. So,
They're really keen to be at the top of the list, aren't they?
well, we have dealings in Daggerford, then we can deal with your family.
This makes me so uneasy.
That just means now these creatures, Clarion and your father, cannot remain here.
No, I can't. This place isn't safe.
No, this... And Molfin will just sort of wave his hand over his hand to make that ring appear. This ring prevents me from being directly targeted by divination magic. The only way they could be watching me would be if they're watching through this location or through one of you.
through us, like seeing through our eyes, or through us as in scrying upon us
Maybe
and then
targeting.
happening?
Maybe they're
Targeting you.
targeting this location or targeting one of us outside of Malfin.
Muffin, does it
No,
say
because
anything?
someone else
Does
is.
it say anything in that specific ring? If like, if you're protected, even if they were scrying on somebody else, could they even see you there?
You
I
might
don't
just be like a
know.
void.
Yeah, it might be just you're just blank. There's nothing there.
So
Which
it
is a
says
good
it's
possibility, honestly.
Yeah.
where is it? Immune to magic. Your creature type telepathically communicate. No, maybe it doesn't affect divination. Thought it did. Yeah, so no, it's just my mind. So they can't read my thoughts, determine whether I'm lying, know my alignment, or know my creature type.
So basically, they could see you. They just couldn't get details about you, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is Riled in the room?
Yeah.
Riled, I'm going to ask you a somewhat uncomfortable question.
Um,
Do you have anything of your families?
You know, I think you asked me this before, Molfin. I don't think I have anything that would help you.
Do you have?
Hey, I do have. Okay, I have my original tunic, but it's in Skullport.
Oh, that's one
I don't
possibility.
I don't know if it would help, but there is that.
Actually, I don't know any other way to be able to get an eye into them. Well, apparently, looks over at Callista. Somebody wanted to let us know we were being watched, perhaps. That this family, they reside in the Underdark, correct?
Baranzan, I believe.
I'm going to do something colossally stupid.
Can you explain before you pull the trigger?
Molfin is going to just sort of, with a flourish of his hand, summon his familiar, Impy.
Okay.
Oh, him!
It's been a while.
Yes, sorry about that.
It's been a while.
How do you feel about Long, rather? I don't know how perilous the journey will be. I need you to deliver something to a specific location in the Underdark.
Hey, you name it, boss.
Molfin's gonna go sort of rifling through his stuff. Take out a small vial.
Ooh, where'd you get that? Ooh.
There's nothing in it yet.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there will be soon.
And Molfin is gonna just go out and go outside, take a little bit of dirt from the ground and sand and whatnot, and then take a couple of drops from his ink pot, sort of pour it in, mix it with the dirt,
Okay.
and put a single drop of his, sort of like pinprick, one drop of his own blood in, sort of muddle it up so it's a useless mishmash of crap.
Impy's looking over your shoulder while you're doing this. Ha, that's the ticket.
And then just hand it to him. There is a house. The Zorlaran estate.
It's a lion state. Yes.
Find a point. Find the nearest overgrowth. And place this hidden there somewhere.
Okay, where do I start, boss?
Just hand it to him, and there's the cave entrances leads to Skullport and leads down there, correct? Riled?
Say that again, I'm sorry. I was in impy mode, I wasn't in riled mode.
Right, the caves leading down to Skullport. I can get to the Underdark and Menzoberranzan from there, correct?
Well...
Well, what is the easiest way for me to send my friend here to?
There's no easy way. You can get there from Skullport. There are tunnels that lead to the Underdark, but Menzoberranzan is a long ways away from here. It's way northeast from here.
Molfin's gonna reach up, grab the vial.
Do you guys remember where you visited the fire giants?
Yep.
Yes.
Menzoberranzan is almost that far away.
Oof.
Okay, never mind. Molfin's just gonna reach up,
Maybe the
grab
tunic it is.
It's that far away over, and God knows how far down. So
Yeah.
it's pretty far away.
Impy, give us a moment. I'll call you back. And
Several
flourish and disappear him again.
Okay. Ah! As he vanishes.
I'll-
Take the
So
little
you do
vial and
realize
just.
that city is heavily fortified with drow mages, right?
Oh yeah.
And the priestesses, you don't even...
And Ryle tells you that there are mithrils that protect Menzoberranzan as well,
Right, I didn't even think about that.
against the exact sort of thing that you've got me wearing currently. I walk into Menzoberranzan, I look like myself, not like, well, no offense, Ashlyn, I just wouldn't look like you.
That's fine.
So. Well, then we might as well deal with Daggerford for now and deal with that afterwards. But you know what I'm hearing? There is this massive magical force that protects this place, correct?
Mithril?
Yes, this.
Yes, I mean, most populace of elves and drow, most large cities like that are all going to have them. One in particular that Menzoberranzan has is it is difficult for illusion magics to work.
How about this? And I'm going to alter self to make myself look like a pure-blooded drow. Would this work?
Alter self is a spell?
It's an innate ability for my druid class now.
if it's an innate ability, then Ryle kind of says that would probably work.
All right.
But if it's any kind of spell, illusion magic, basically you walk in, if you cross that threshold of that mithril, you lose that advantage. Like Molfin, if you walk through there, you wouldn't be the halfling anymore. You'd look like you yourself walking through.
Oh. He says giant magical force field. I hear all you can eat buffet for a certain battery.
Oh,
2 birds, 1 stone.
one step at a time.
But
Wait, you want to drain the battery of Underdark City and take it over or something?
No, okay,
No,
that
it would-
piece we took
I
from
mean-
the Demon Prince
Yeah,
is
Wait.
basically a battery.
right.
Molfin, this is not something we can do right this second, but I think you're onto something, because if Lulth's power is connected to the Drow Priestess, and we use that there, we could drain her power. She uses those priestess to, and Molfin, you're a genius.
No, don't say that.
Yes, we all knew this already.
At this moment, I write it in my journal.
We're walking down a dangerous road.
By the way, I love Michael's face when we figure something out. He's just like, right, I've been setting this up for a while. You're finally getting it.
Yeah.
Like, he looks so happy with himself. It's just great. And he's like,
This
please,
was
Papa.
true, though. This could help us. Oh, Kristy's freaking out right now. I'm sorry. No, that's
Meanwhile, Callista's thinking about Loth. I'm just thinking, well, I'll have a battery to supercharge this so I can deal with...
Yeah, no. It's 2 birds, 1 stone, literally.
Well,
2
but now we're
guns,
talking
1
like 5 or 6
battery.
birds, because now we're dealing with the Zalarans, Loth, whichever one of the deities we choose to unload the thing onto.
Hang on, what?
2 gods, 1 battery.
But Wolf's just going to sort of walk over and, pat Diana on the shoulder. It's okay. Mommy and Daddy would let you know when it's time.
Time for what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, look, your dragon's trying to eat the furniture.
Oh my god, Cinder, put that down.
It's one of them's carrying around a boot.
Please go to Waterdeep and get some homeless people. So, anyway, we're off to Daggerford or not?
Yes. Yeah, I guess we need to deal with that first. It's a day trip.
Yes. That's it. And those sending stones, you can't use them again, can you?
Not till tomorrow.
Ryled, Clarion, do either of you have the ability to send messages via an arcane mean?
Why don't we just get multiple sending stones?
I mean, Clarion looks at you, he's like, I have this one. So if you guys get into a bind.
But Callista used it. I thought it only worked once a day. I was more concerned for you and Ryled than anything else.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were going today. I mean...
Our thought is if we can get there and get back, we may be able to get it done this afternoon.
Well, I'm sorry, Muffin. I have no way of communicating that way without this. And Ryled kind of looks at you and I don't know that magic. I apologize.
No apologies needed. It just means I have to... I have to deal with something first, I think. Let me see if I have capabilities today.
I can summon spider companions.
Yes, that's helpful. Why don't I quickly go see if I can procure some more sending stones? We have the money.
We have the means normally. It's...
If I could get like 1 or 2 more for Dad.
Fair enough.
Because it's not even noon yet, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And you should know a tree we could walk into, correct?
Oh yes. Plenty.
Anything I can do is not... At best, I can give us a watchful gaze for an hour.
Okay, so Callista will just quickly run into Waterdeep and see if she can procure some sending stones and come back. I'll fly if I have. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna fly in as an eagle because it's faster, or a hawk, or whatever.
Okay.
It's fine.
The Griffin guards.
Okay. So you're a hawk and you're flying into Waterdeep. Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check for me, Callista.
Oh, okay.
Can I run under her?
Sure.
With her? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think your speed
Yeah.
as well. You're fast enough.
I
Wow.
forgot how good my survival
Yeah.
is. I never use it.
Wow.
You remember while you were at the Waterdeep Gazette, one of those papers that were hanging up was advertising a place called Aurora's Realms Shop.
Ooh. Okay.
Its address is somewhere in the middle of the Street of the Singing Dolphin. which is kind of on the northern
Okay.
side of Waterdeep, kind of like near the shore. So it's in kind of like the noble neck of the
Yep.
woods.
Yep.
But they made claims on those papers to recently procure a small supply of items of wonder.
I will go there.
I will follow.
You make your way in through the front door. It's middle of day, so they're open. And you're met with an elven individual who looks very snooty, and he's wearing a purple and blue robe. And he's standing there. Ah, welcome. It's nice to see you. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for sending stones. Do you have those here?
Roll a D100 for me.
If you make below a 14, you get one miracle.
Nice.
Wait right here. And he goes back a back door behind the kind of like counter area. Moves away. You hear some shuffling. He emerges with this elongated wooden box that he sits down and slides forward. Takes a little clip and unclips it, opens it up, and there are 2 sending stones inside. I believe this is what you were looking for.
Yeah. Yes. How much are they?
These in particular run you about 3,000 gold pieces.
Can I make an insight check to see how much he's gauging up?
Sure. Let me check my D&D Beyond real quick. That's the DMG. Oh,
If it's a little inflated, I don't mind,
my
but
computer's being super slow. I apologize, guys.
it's okay.
Types of treasure. Don't remember what page it's on. I just need to find the rarity chart.
Oh. DMG.
Item rarity. There it is. Boom. What's the rarity of sending stones? Do you guys remember?
Give me a second, I can check.
I've got my rarity chart.
Okay, sending
Wondrous.
stone.
Wondrous uncommon.
It's a wondrous uncommon.
Yep.
Oh, he's way upcharging.
Is there a reason why these ones are so upcharged?
Do you know how hard it is for us to get this kind of wondrous material in?
I know they're not that
What do you mean you know they're not that expensive? What would you know about these wondrous items of mystical creation?
I know plenty.
I don't understand how you wish for me to take your word for it, young lady. How about 2,500 gold pieces? Would you be willing to do that?
I'm gonna pull out this stupid article and slam it on the.
Okay. So you slam the article down?
Yeah,
Do you know who I am?
What are you saying as you slam it down?
Wait. Don't think you're pulling a fast one. I'm not an idiot.
He looks down and sees the picture. Looks up at you. Looks back down. Right. Yes. How much would you like to pay for these wondrous stones?
I'll give you 30 platinum.
30 platinum, you say? Make it 40 and you have a deal.
Fine. I don't care. Just give them to me.
So you hand over 40 platinum. He slides over, like closes the case, and gives you the sending stones.
Yep. Thank you. And I put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Making sure to show him that I have a bag of holding. I'm not an idiot.
Anything
Is
else?
Ashlyn looking around?
Anything else I
Yeah.
can help you with?
Is there anything good here besides the sending stones?
Make a roll a d100 for me. Shopping episode. Yeah.
Just a little. Oh, almost the same as Callista. 40.
Hey.
Would you get a 40?
Yep.
Yeah.
I live that number.
40.
Looks good on you, man. It looks good on you.
Cheers.
So just make sure you tell me and Lachlan so we can go rob the place blind.
A 40.
I could purchase it outright for everyone. Jeez.
I mean,
Tell us afterwards. We'll rob them of the stuff you didn't buy.
We could probably just buy the whole establishment, honestly.
Well, I
Let's just-
do have some of these, and he pulls out a rack that seems to have various potion bottles on them. 2 of them look as if they have some kind of weird, like hazy smoke inside, but they do have like a liquid. And the other 4 look as if they are like 4 potions of what you have seen like greater healing potions.
Good, I need one of those. So I will take a greater healing potion, and I'll take one of the foggy ones too.
Oh, very, very nice, very nice. Let me see how much the foggy ones are, for instance. I'll you know what? I'll just let them.
Do
go.
they have a superior healing or just a greater?
Hey, they're just graders here.
Okay.
And I believe graders are 250 is what he charges.
Okay.
250
That's
gold.
fine. That's fine.
And for the, let me check for those other ones. You just want to buy one or both of those?
Just one of them.
I like that she's not even asking what it does.
I
She's
know.
just like, yeah,
I know.
I'll
I
take
love
it.
it. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take one.
That's what Ashley would
I
do.
love
She'd
it.
be like,
Such
that one
an-
looks cool, and I need one of those.
I need one.
Yeah, it's like, which one do you want? Just pick any one you want. It's fine.
Okay, this one is considered. Oh yeah, this one is from him. It's going to be about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Okay. So you buy one of each. Now, since he points to the article, since I know who you are, I do have something else that I procured in the back. But I feel like as if I could possibly get into a little trouble if someone knew that I had it.
We
Okay.
can just try to see what that is and lighten your load.
Well,
for you,
I'm
maybe.
I'm willing to offer you a discount on this item if you
Take it off your hands.
will take it off of my hands and also tell
Sure.
the neighborhood good things about Aurora's realm shop throughout the town.
Sure. Best
Do you
of
want to
things.
charge everyone in this neighborhood?
Oh, my dear, you have to in this neighborhood. They can afford it. They don't do what you just did. They just pay it.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
We will spread your name far and wide.
I can respect that. You're scamming nobles.
Okay,
Fair deed.
you young lady, will you points to Ashlyn? Will you go lock the door, please?
Sure. Sure.
He-
I will.
He disappears back in the back. You hear
God,
some
it's
shuffling.
so
shady.
You hear like it sounds like
Yeah.
a ladder being like pulled up to something like it's like stuff like that.
You want death sticks?
Calista, do you want plausible deniability?
What? Plausible what?
Deniability? Ashley wouldn't know what that meant. Never mind.
I was like, wait, what? What did she just ask me?
Yeah, never mind.
He
It's a weird elf word.
he reemerges with this big wooden case,
Mm-hmm.
and he carefully sets it down on the table, and he opens it up, and they're in this like red velvet soft case, kind of like, imagine like a guitar case, you know, it fits perfectly inside of it. There is a massive longsword that has has almost like what looks to be some kind of fangs or something on the hilt. And it looks intricately decorated. And what languages does Callista and Ashlyn, what can they read?
Common, Elvish, Druidic, Infernal, Draconic.
Oh, you can read Draconic, can't you? You can read some of the writing on this sword. This looks to be a Dragon Slayer longsword.
Oh, yes, I'm taking that.
Nice.
Let me double check what the price is gonna be.
God, I'm scared. This is gonna murder us. No, Muffin, I swear to God, I will murder you!
Okay.
I don't know you have it.
He says, well, to be honest, if I was going to be selling it on the underground market, I would try to get 5,000 gold pieces for this. But I'm willing to give it to you, sell it to you for 2,000. That's...
Deal.
Okay. And he closes it back up. He's
What's
like,
it do?
I give him 200.
Slays dragons.
This one, I'm told in particular, was responsible for bringing down a large black dragon.
This would have been helpful like 30 episodes ago.
I know, right?
It's fine.
So 2,000 gold pieces, you pay it over. He wraps it up. He actually attaches locks to it so it can't be kind of like, and he hands you the keys to these locks that he put on it. Please, you didn't get it from me.
No. It's fine.
I'm not
is
even.
it
I'm
possible
not
to
even going
finish-
to give you a receipt.
Wow. How thoughtful. Will it fit in the bag of holding, or is it something we have to carry?
You can fit it in the bag of holding. Eventually, it'll go and it'll like disappear into it. Yep.
No one will ever know.
Anything I can do to help the heroes of Faerun, the heroes of Waterdeep, I am for
If
it.
you get more setting stones, maybe put them aside for me. I might need a few more.
Sure, I can do that. It may take a little while.
And I'll pay you a fair price next.
Fair enough.
Does he have pamphlets for a store?
Oh, yes. Wait, one moment. He disappears in the back and brings out a pamphlet, much like those ones that you saw on the board at the Waterdeep Gazette. And he hands you kind of like a stack of them. They're like full page, though. They're not like business cards or anything.
Okay, I'll take a stack of them.
Okay.
Before we go, I take the Gazette and just take it back.
Okay.
Crumple it up and throw it in the bag of holding. All right, let's go back.
Right there.
All right, sounds good.
Make sure you leave the door unlocked when you leave. I'm open for
Oh,
business
right.
again. Yes.
Right, of course. Thank you, sir. So we will run back, I guess.
And he says, as you say, sir, he's like, please call me Hestu.
Has to. I will not remember that. I will write that down, but I will
Please write that down.
Has to. Okay.
I'll write it down. I'm going to rob him.
No!
Wow.
Ashlyn will not help you with that.
Ashlyn, the potion that you purchased is a potion of gaseous form.
Cool.
Well,
I was just gonna leave it smoky gray potion and give it to Lachlan and tell him it was magical.
I think you guys, well, Ashlyn might not have, but I think you guys got some before.
we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in there.
And you guys make your way back to the Dumpster Fire Ranch. And I think that is where we're going to call a close to our episode this evening, as you guys are
So much fun.
preparing to visit Daggerford once again.